People be leasing vehicles.
Fairly.
And, yeah, they're finding out the best way to do that is with fairlease.org. People such as Julie Dobbs has recently taken the Fair Lease plunge. People such as Brandon Aubrey. That's right. The Cowboys kicker. Just got a vehicle delivered to him by fairlease.org. That's what they do. They will deliver a vehicle right to you, and the shopping for that vehicle is very easy.
In both cases, Julie, Brandon Aubrey, they called 972-705-4815 and dealt with our buddies Connor and Nick. They handle all the Dumb Zone leases out there. Fairlease.org. You can click Request a Quote and follow the instructions from there. Again, the phone number 972-705-4815. They're backed by the Credit Union of Texas. What that means is they're very flexible. They're able to work with you on your credit situation, on constructing a lease that works for you or for your business. Unlimited mileage on those business leases. So hit them up, Connor or Nick at Fairlease. The number again, 972-705-4815.
Fairlease when you don't know what to do about a car. 'Cause car stuff is hard. But not with Fairlease. You don't need a dealership, baby.
Time to drop trowel and hog out.
Hello, friends. Happy Thursday. It is your friends, the Dumb Zone. We are not broadcasting live to tape from the World Cup Media Center. We're not there, Clayton.
I didn't know Clayton had drops.
No, we are in the Game Day Men's Health Studio. I don't need to tell you. It's a legendary location. It's like the reunion tower, you know, you're like, what do I got to see when I come to Dallas? Well, how about the Game Day Men's Health Studio? You can get lubed up for that by going to gameday.dumbzone.com. You can see it online. And then maybe, if you're able to get past the crack security staff.
Leave them alone.
Who calls me boss. At the Fox 4 building, that's where we are. We're inside Fox 4.
Catch us on Fox 4 Plus.
I'm Dan McDowell.
I'm Jake Kemp.
I'm Blake Jones.
Foodie CK. Very happy, Clayton. And yes, we are here. We are excited. We're not at the World Cup Media Center, but we are covering the World Cup today. We will have live World Cup coverage throughout the program. We in anticipation of the big match tonight. The big, it's a match, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a match. It's a pitch. It's at 6 p.m.
That part doesn't change.
It is in Dallas. It is Sweden. We had our buddies from Sweden over last week, and they are taking on Japan.
Samurai Blue.
Japan.
Would you like to go to our field correspondent?
Well, that's the thing. If Japan is in the area and there are Japanese fans in the area, we will send it out to the Dumb Zone's own Jim Knox. Jim Knox is at, what do you call it?
Texas Live.
Did you bring him?
Texas Live. Look at him right there out in front of the stadium. He's got
here we are,
fans
outside
from Sweden.
Texas Live, Globe Life Field, and Dan and Jake, check this out. The goats have arrived.
The goats. The Sweden fans have a baby goat. Two of them. They got a little hat on it.
A little pink hat.
They got a little pink cowboy hat on a tiny baby goat and a stroller.
Who's the owner of the goats?
This is incredible.
They don't even know. They just kind of wheeled them up. And
Okay,
threw them
so
out here.
Knox, it's not packed. He's got maybe 15, 20 fans, and then just some goats.
Yeah. This is pretty good. Yeah. All right, Big Tex over here. Yeah. Of course, He had to get a cowboy hat in Fort Worth.
Okay, so
All right, what do
now-
you think? Sweden, Japan tonight.
We will probably lose the game, but hopefully with not too many goals, so we can qualify as one of the best thirds.
That's a way to bring the confidence.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me, you guys got the town win.
A few days ago.
What do you think about Texas, Dallas?
We love this place. We love the American people, and we love the Mexicans. They're very,
You love the Mexicans.
Yeah.
Okay, so
they're
not
very good.
the
Why
guy
do you like
Knox
so
is
much
talking
about the
to-
Mexicans?
They're partying and are very peaceful people. We love them.
Where'd you get the cowboy hat?
We went to Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ride any ponies, horses, anything?
No, much beer.
Much beer.
Only beers.
Ask
Only
him about-
beer.
What about the goat? What's the
You're
deal
gonna
with the
put
goat?
away some beers. You're like 7 hours before game time or so.
Yeah.
We ready to drink, boys?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear the chant in the stands tonight to get the Swedes going.
Okay.
Let's hear it, guys.
Yeah.
What do we got? There we go. You got it all. There's Dan and Jake.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
love it.
Thank you, Jim
Nice.
Knox.
I love it.
Thank you, Jim Knox.
So the guy he's talking to looks like actor Alexander Skarsgård plus about 100 pounds.
Yeah,
That's
there we
amazing.
go. All right, beer on us. Let's go.
All right. There we go. There's Jim Knox. We will continue sending it out to Jim Knox in the field throughout today's show.
Okay,
There is the report is there's thousands of Sweden fans will be marching through Arlington ahead of their match against Japan tonight. So organizers have said they will gather around 1:00 near the former Rangers Stadium. The march starts at 3:30 p.m. and it'll go for an hour. So we will then compare this march against the Rangers parade and see which is better organized and what looks more impressive on television.
okay, but hear me out. If organizations take notes, is there a chance that the Rangers replicate it, like that they say that looked cool, and if they ever win again, they do something different? There's no way they'll run it back if they ever win again, right? You can't just run that exact.
The same one?
You can't-
No.
You can't do it. And if this is a template for them right here, I'm sorry, I'm slightly distracted by the goats. Like I was hoping to Google this and it would say, yes, of course.
The Sweden goats. No?
The baby. I got nothing. I think those people might have just. Did they bring them over?
Just had a goat?
They had 2 baby goats in a stroller in little Sweden.
So it's not the legendary Swedish goat. Oh my gosh, not the goat.
It sounded.
Huh. It just happened. They just happened to have a goat. Okay, that's fine.
That was
Why
awesome.
not? Yes, Jim Knox will report all day. I'm worried about the Sweden though, just because we drew Ivan Barton for the ref. I mean, come on. We all know it's an Ivan Barton game. So clearly FIFA did this they wanted to boost the ratings.
You know what soccer story we did not do earlier in the Dub C? They have video review people not just for fouls, but also for if you make racist hand signs.
For real?
Yes. And there was a referee.
Wait, in what league?
In the World Cup.
Oh, he said Dub C. What are we doing?
Yeah,
We're okay with that?
all
right.
I don't know.
All right. I just want to
Nobody
point it
stopped.
out.
I was like, what happened?
Okay.
Did everybody just let that fly?
I was trying to figure out what he meant. All
But
right.
yeah, there was a referee, and during the game they called down some guy, like a concussion spotter. They have a racism spotter, and he's like, "Hey, he made a hand sign, a white power hand sign."
They have a racism spotter.
I'm certainly butchering this story to some extent, but they have people up top, and this guy got like put on probation for doing a little CJ Nitkowski symbol while he was reffing a game. Okay, so yeah, just tell us if we need to go back out there.
We can go back out there if
All
you
right,
want.
let's check back in. I want to set the scene, and
Jim
that first
Knox's
one was
World
better
Cup
than I thought
coverage
it
brought
would.
to us by Game Day Men's Health, gameday.dumbzone.com.
All right, ready, guys?
Whenever we send it out to Jim Knox.
Those guys don't look Japanese. They're wearing Japan jerseys.
You're exactly right. Jake and Dan, these guys are the fake Japanese fans. These guys are the real Japanese fans.
Okay, yeah, you can.
I spotted them out. just instantly when they came in talking English. Just
How did you know?
well, how did you become a fake Japanese fan?
It became a thing 4 years ago. I used to live in Japan, so that's why I'm supporting today.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're up to date in all the chants.
Oh, of course.
Did they send out a manual to be a Japanese soccer fan? This is what you got to do.
I read it. Took me an hour. Now I'm fluent.
Okay, gotcha. Well, stay still. We're gonna give you a test in his life. Now let's bring in the real Japanese fan. All right, where are you from?
I'm from Osaka.
Yes, that's what we like.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
And when did you get to town?
Huh?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah, from Osaka, from San Francisco, and Dallas.
Long flight.
Yes.
Have you had any Texas food yet? Barbecue? Anything?
No.
No?
Yeah, I ate lunch at San Francisco only. Last night
that's nothing.
I drank
Yeah. You got to go
only
for
beer.
barbecue.
Only sweet beer.
What's that?
Terry Black's barbecue thing? Black's barbecue?
Barbecue?
Yeah. It was good.
Hell yeah.
It was good. Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was freaking good.
What are you looking for tonight's game? I got great news. Guys, y'all can listen to this. Talking to the Swedes, they have no confidence. They said they're going to actually lose this game. They're hoping to stay close.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I like that. You know.
Huh? No confidence. Okay. All right, give us the Japanese. You got your horn going?
Mm-hmm.
Give us what you guys are going to do tonight in the stands when you guys score a goal. Or what's going on during the game? How are you going to chant?
Go.
Oh, here we go.
All right, let's get it back.
This is kind of very uplifting. Very uplifting, guys. Yeah.
How do we get it back? How do we know when?
Yeah, there we go. Japanese.
Who's controlling
There
that?
we go.
Thank
Is it
you,
just
Jim
Clayton, or is
Knox.
it both
Thank
of
you,
you
Jim
guys?
Knox. We'll send it
Audio?
back out to you every 15
Like,
minutes or so.
what's our key for next time we do that where we get it back and we don't wait?
What do you mean?
Like, if we want to get it back, we should be the ones to control that.
I don't know. Just
Give us
do what we did.
okay.
Just bail out. Yeah, anyway, we'll be checking in with him, I don't know, every 10 or 15 minutes or so throughout the show. See what he's got.
I can tell you he's definitely got testosterone. We should definitely tag the.
Yeah. Every update for Jim Knox is Game Day Men's Health, gameday.dumbzone.com. Mention the Dumb Zone for 10% off TRT for life. Before we get into sports, I just wanted to tell you a little kind of a weekend checky thing, but it's more of a Business Wednesday check. Thank you, Sean Kernan. He is my financial guy. He has set me up. He can set you up as well. You want to know what a 529 is? He's your guy. Sean Kernan at DallasFinancialPlanner.net. Brought us Business Wednesday, and I went to the doctor. I had to go to a doctor in Fort Worth. And so I wanted to tell you a couple things about that. One, why in every waiting room, it's like me and one other guy in there. There's like a really old guy. And then he's like, he grabbed me. He made me feel good because he's like, don't ever get old. So that made me feel, oh, thanks, man.
What?
He goes, you never stop going to these doctors once you get old. Like, he's like, I'm at the doctor every day. He just started talking to me.
Do you think you'll ever turn into that?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm a little more communicative and talkative than I was before, but I don't know. I mean, you know my dad. My dad's that guy.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, was your dad that guy when he was 25?
I kind of feel like he
35?
was.
Okay, then maybe I won't. Anyway, that's not the point is of being in the waiting room. When do we decide that we need to blast HGTV in there?
Can I roll it back a step further and say, when did we decide we needed a TV?
That's right. Look, how about what if we had nothing? And now I'm trying to find the volume.
Right.
Like, there's no physical button for volume. I'm
Those are
running my
gone.
hand across the back of the TV.
Right. Microwave should
I'm just
take
gonna
notice.
turn it off, like, and then I was going through the conversation in my head about, can I turn this down? Because I've had it in other waiting rooms where I ask, and she's like, well, there's other people in here. I'm like, so wait, this is the old, like, all right, I'm claiming right now this is bothering me. You're saying it could potentially bother the other people in the waiting room if I turned it down.
Hey, Blake, have you ever asked them to turn down or turn up the volume on the TV in a waiting room?
No.
Turn it down.
I love it. I've never seen anybody do it. Did you ask him to flip it over to
Did you ever see
CNBC or anything? Or
I think the old guy was at first he was sitting next to I think he brought his wife there. So they took his wife. She was very skinny, but she was in one of the fat chairs. Do you notice in waiting rooms now they have a fat chair?
I guess
it's a double chair.
Interesting.
It's as long as two chairs together.
Do you think
they just make it one chair?
When you're that age and you're driving your wife to appointments every day, you still get to issue ass grass or
cash? Yeah, maybe.
Doubt it.
So I'm going home. I was in back kind of probably near Chisholm Trailey, where you used to live.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to get a little dinner on the way home. So I stopped by. I made a run for the border. As you know, 2026 has been my Taco Bell resurgence.
Big time.
Like, I've gotten back into it. I need to look at my app. Maybe it was getting the app.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah. I love hearing that little bell once you click your order. Anyway. So I had to kind of drive through Fort Worth a little bit. And then once you're at that Taco Bell, you just, instead, let's go to 35W. We'll go north to get home. But we have to drive through Fort Worth. And, like, there's just such immense traffic. It was around 5 o'clock, of course. But it was so crawling. Number one, I wished I had a JP jar.
Thank you.
I did not have one with me. And I really had to go. And every little bump and pothole, it's like, ugh! Like, hold it. What if I take another bite of this Crunchwrap Supreme? Maybe that'll help.
Oh, eating while having to pee.
Don't like it. It's a space issue.
But, so now I get up to the highway, and it's like, here's the highway entrance, and you could just see it's more of I could move at an inch per minute. Or over here. Now, over here, though, says toll tag, $7.15. And I'm like, I feel like, so my analogy is kids and when they move out of your house. So nature has a way of making kids become assholes when they're teenagers. And oftentimes it really occurs with the mother and daughter you would see. I'm not sure how the boys thing works out. But it's like when you have your little babies and they're 8, they're 10, they're 12, you're like, oh, I could never imagine living without this person. And it would make you almost cry, literal tears, if you thought of them leaving home and going off to college or something. But they become such little jerks when they're in high school that it's like a nature thing to when they go to college, you're like, whew, that's great. They're now out of the house.
Yeah.
But so nature primed me in that I was so frustrated with my driving, and I'm trying to learn patience, but it's not working. You saw me the other day. I sped by you. It wasn't working. Then I'm like, $7.15. I don't know the figure on there you could put that I wouldn't go on this tollway. And now the tollway's even backed up. Like, it's even double laned, but I'm not going the full speed limit, but I'm looking over there and it looks like I'm going a million miles an hour. And I'm thinking this is the closest I will ever get to feeling like Jerry Jones when he's on his helicopter and he's flying over all the traffic. And he lands at the stadium, and then he's just laughing at all the traffic.
You're actually upset it doesn't cost more. Like, why are all these Pories up here with me? I would pay way more.
I would definitely have paid. I don't know how much it would have had to have been. But, like, at that moment, and I had been so frustrated, I've been gone, and it's like, okay, I just got to get home. What if it said $20? Would I have said no? I don't know. I can't say that I would have.
The thing that
Certainly,
frustrates
if you
me,
could have transported me, I would have paid like $100.
and I know that there are other instances of this in the Metroplex, but this is the one we deal with the most because there are times when it says $21. Like if you're on 820, I don't know.
Like, you can justify it if you're going to the doctor in Fort Worth and you don't go to Fort Worth every day. Like one day, you're like, okay, one time I'm going to do this.
Right, but there are people.
But what if you work?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because 820.
It's 820 right
what's
there.
What's that part? 121 or 114? What is it? 183.
Yeah.
In Bedford.
Airport Freeway to.
It's always double digits.
So.
It's
my
who's
frustration,
doing this every day?
And this is where my spectrum-y thing comes in, and I really, really have to figure out how to cope with it every day. And there are negative ways and positive ways, but I would actually be more okay paying if my brain just understood what am I paying for? Who am I paying? Where does this money go? Does it improve the roads? Is this private, public? Like, to me, I have a hard time existing just thinking through, I don't know anything about this transaction. And I know that doesn't matter because you're just going to pay it. Why does it matter? But I feel like I would feel bad. I'll pay $20. Does this go into
like
transparency?
Well,
I just feel like it's complicated. So, okay, I drove to Fort Worth yesterday too. Can I tell you a very quick story before we do sports? Because I know we have a lot. So I'm leaving town in 2 days. We've been staying at my mom's, and last night, my wife had a friend dinner, and my parents got home from work at like 6:30 or 7, and they're like, we'll watch the kids if you want to go do something. And I'm not going to beat you guys down with stories about this too much, but there's like an open mic list that you can sign up for. And a guy that I took that class with sent like the group chat text and said, hey, there's an open mic at this coffee shop I go to. They'll give you 5 minutes if you want to go. That guy is married to a woman, but he is bisexual. That's only kind of important. But I didn't really look up where the coffee shop was. I was just like, I have time tonight. I'm going to sign up for this open mic. I'm going to go try to get 5 minutes because I'm going to be out of town for a while. I want to do this while I have time. And so I went there, and it's like off Cedar Springs in Oaklawn. It's like a really artsy, really gay coffee shop.
So all your materials out the window.
Mm-hmm.
And as I was parking, was like,
What's the deal with homos?
It'll be interesting.
Isn't it great? Things that are back. I got a things that are back list,
and
folks.
I walked in, and
I can say
I was there was probably 25, 30 people there. There was one like straight white guy. It was me, and I walked in and was like, okay, first thing I noticed, this is not a comedy only open mic. So there are going to be people with a guitar,
Slam poetry.
with a poetry reading, with all manner. And then I walked in, and I'm like, they're setting everything up. And I said to my buddy, I was like, you've obviously been here. And this guy knows, like, I'm not a homophobe. I'm not a racist, but I got, like, jokes. And he was like, you're fine. He's also English. He was like, you're fine. You're fine. This place, you're going to be great. The first lady went up and did like 2 Sarah McLachlan type songs. And then I was like, I'm fucking out of here. And as I was like opening the door, they called my name. I'm just going to have to do this. And I did it. And it was the most uncomfortable I've ever been in my life. And it was great. I had fun doing it.
What was the reception like?
I got laughs. I think it was funnier. I think it went better than I felt while I was up there because I was pissing down my leg. There is an idea that you should make eye contact with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to do that for a little bit, but then some of the jokes that I didn't want to be looking at that person when I made them. So tricky. And I just did it, and it was exhilarating. I got the rush out of it I wanted. But then it was only like 8:15 because they called me up really early. And, you know, I was up, I'm wired. My parents have my kids. I pulled the list back up, and there was an open mic in downtown Fort Worth that you could sign up for at 9 o'clock.
All the space and freedom he has.
So I drove over there, and I went and did – at this point, I'm like, There were some things that I didn't love about what I did.
Have you ever done 2 shows in one night?
No, but I was like, I have time. This is what I want to do.
So you're doing the same act.
Yeah, but there were just a couple things I didn't. But
that's great learning
the biggest thing was the ending sucked, and I realized like just because this feels like an ending. They laughed at other parts. Just make those the ending. Like you can't have the ending just suck, even if it feels like. So I was like, I want to try this a different way, and I want to try it in Fort Worth, which I've already learned in a month is different. And I went, flipped it all the way, and it's Dallas. There's going to be some places in Dallas that are not like where I was, but I mean, I was in the the teeth of it, and so I went over there.
Did you write a Bible verse on your hat?
No, more on that in sports in a second. But I went over there, and now, dude, this is like a comedy club. And there were sign-up sheet. There were like 20 people to sign. There might have been like 35, 40 people in this room. It was not just comics. And I was nervous as hell, and I did it. And it went way better, and it was way more fun. And I was done.
2 shows in one night, the first time.
It was fun. I got the
How late
juice I
did you have
needed.
to go on there?
Not 11.
Okay.
So I mean, I was home 11:45, 11:30.
Damn, man, your life is so. I don't know. It's
weird.
It's so different. Sports will be brought to us by Poncho, PonchoOutdoors.com.
I packed my ponchos this morning. You would have been proud of me.
The shirts, PonchoOutdoors.com/dumbzone. You can get 10% off, free shipping on your first order.
It's like the best fitting, feeling shirts with a collar that you're going to find. They've got SPF, Dan was right, or UPF 50. I have no idea what the difference is, but it's got that in there. You're not going to show your sweat stains. I'm a sweaty guy. They breathe. They move really well.
They can be worn as a dress shirt or just as an outdoors shirt.
And they don't wrinkle when you pack them for your upcoming trip.
Very important. I got mine packed for the vacation for sure. PonchoOutdoors.com/dumbzone.
Do we have anything to send it to, or should we just jump right into sports?
Yeah, he's ready.
Okay, let's send it out before every 15 minutes or so during the show. We want to send it out to Jim Knox, who is standing by as he is out at Texas Live, where crowds are gathering in anticipation of tonight's Japan versus Sweden battle.
I always love the reveal.
I've been talking to a lot of people, and they are saying Japan, except this Sweden/USA guy. How did this come about? You used to play in Sweden?
I did. I played in the Dacia Cup, which is the world's largest youth World Cup. Been around for many years. And I learned to love Sweden, and that's why I'm here.
And you're going tonight.
Yes.
You're already starting off. You guys have the drinks and everything going well. So tonight, you're predicting what?
I'm predicting Sweden takes it home 3-2.
3-2.
3-2.
Wow.
Jim,
3-2.
Jim, ask him if he's ever been to a midsummer event.
3-2. We move over to the Japan table. As you see, the tourists hit town yesterday. Look how excited they are, Dan. Jay, look at these guys. Already, Japanese are putting on some drinks down.
Damn, dude, those are huge beers.
What do we drink?
They're used to sake.
They're on Japan time.
Yeah. What do you think? Very good. Okay. Anybody have any barbecue yet? Yeah. Barbecue.
Oh, wow. I just learned Japanese teens are getting the same terrible haircut that American teens are.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen Zion? Zion's hair? Zion Suzuki?
No.
Yeah.
All right. Tonight?
Oh, yeah. His is the bleach. Fully. Yeah.
All right. This one's a little rough.
Can he hear us at all? Yeah, we did get that.
Cheers on the
Good day, mate, indeed.
That's perfect.
And that's great. Jim Knox knows what he's doing, man. So, yeah, if there's anybody that's like 200 years old, he'll find you as well.
When do they play?
Yeah, when is that game?
From the wonderful world of sports.
He's in Fort Worth at the doctor's office.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
So, Mavs draft. Want to start there, or you want to start with?
Yeah. That's a good spot. I mean, we didn't do a ton on the coach. When's the press conference? Is it today?
A draft press conference or a coach press conference?
I kind of feel like they'll do a big one, maybe all of it. I don't know. But look, they hired a guy that when I was writing my article, dmagazine.com/sports, I couldn't find him on like any odds list from that week at all. Now, they usually only go to like the top 10. And, Brian Windhorst had in his article, Dusty May, the guy they hired as head coach, some rumblings around John Shire at Duke and Dusty May at Michigan, but everyone in the league expects Dallas to elevate one of these top assistants and go that route. That was like 3 days before they hired him. So we know nothing. I think even if you're a casual Mavs fan, you probably figured out over the years, like Woj didn't know anything about the Mavs. Mark Stein did. Tim McMahon did. There's reporters they would call on and talk to and leak things to, and they like these type of players and they like these type of coaches, and that is all gone.
Who's the Mavs insider now?
Yeah.
They don't have one yet?
No, I mean, you might as well.
Because all Tim's contacts have disappeared?
I'm sure they've still got people. Schmitz has been, Mike Schmitz, who they hired as a GM, worked at ESPN for a long time. So I'm sure Tim's got connects there. But it's different, and it's hard because if you were able to think of never having drafted Luka and like Cuban just sold the team to the Adelsons and you never even really met Dumont, but he's like, what do I do? And they're like, well, you need to hire a GM, and he hired Masai, blah, blah, blah. This would be great. You would be interested in how the Mavericks have morphed into an Eastern Conference team because – that barely exists anymore, but for a long time, you kind of had conference identities, and the Mavericks always felt like a supreme Western Conference team. They were heavily Euro. They shot the ball, pace, Phoenix, even going back to like the Lakers and the Pistons or Celtics, right? There's just always been that sort of thing, and as the GM of the Raptors, Masai was an Eastern Conference ass team. They busted ass. They drafted long mother effers, and they didn't play a particularly appealing brand of basketball, but they won a lot of games. And I don't know a ton about Dusty May. I know him as a 20-year college coach. I know they won a national championship, but 3 years ago, the guy was at UAB, right? It was a much smaller school because he got some of the guys from there to go with him to Michigan. So if I were to say, does he fit with Masai? I have no idea. But I know that Cuban was not about to hire a college coach like that. And I don't also, then if you get into the pick, Morez Johnson, who they took out of Michigan 2 days after hiring his head coach. Morez Johnson goes at 9 to Dallas. He was projected to go in the top half of the first round. Most boards had him like 12 to 16. But there were 3 Michigan players projected to go in the top half of the first round, and he was thought as the one that was going to go third.
And he went first.
Now, tightly clustered. The projection was like 8, 10, 12, 9, 11, 14. So it wasn't like he was going to go 25th. He went a couple slots ahead of where he thought. But if you're going to draft a guy that you think is a little bit less talented than his teammates, but he's the intangibles guy, the only way it makes sense to do that is if you just hired his coach. Nobody's going to know that.
To have his coach say, actually, this guy was more valuable.
Yeah. So people are like, how much did Dusty May have influence on the draft? If the guy that went at 8 is there at 9, would they have taken him? It's impossible to know, but you've got a guy that
because the top
rest
8,
of the,
from what I heard, went like most mocks were thinking.
Yeah.
This
guards and fall.
This was the first odd pick that.
Yeah. And if you're going to have an odd pick away from what the intelligentsia and the consensus and everyone thinks, then the best way to do that is to have the guy that knows the guy the best. That makes perfect sense to me. It doesn't mean it couldn't fail, right? But
Right.
The logic is sound because, and I went and listened to a podcast where Dusty May, who sounds like Joey Maguire, talked about all three of the guys. And in hindsight, I feel like it was obvious which one of the three he liked. But now I know that, obviously. But he speaks about him, Morez Johnson, like he's Draymond.
He also got upset when Mara went to the Thunder, knowing he'll see him a lot.
That was a little bit of a weird clip because the clip Blake is talking about, Dusty May smashes his hand down when Ade Mara goes a pick later, a big man out of Spain and Michigan. He went to Oklahoma City. I think that's the pick Dallas helped them get, if I don't remember. In any case, he slams his hand down, but then he says, hell yeah, if you watch the full clip. So I think he was actually really excited that his guy got drafted, and I also think he's legitimately kind of nuts. Like I tweeted, I think this guy's kind of crazy, and somebody said, no, you have it wrong. He's excited for his player. I'm like, no, you have it wrong, or we're both right. I think this guy's crazy, and he was excited. Like now, it's a unique case because he came out of coaching that guy a week ago. But it's hard to imagine other NBA coaches like slamming they're all very concerned about how cool they look. College coaches are doing like the Dusty May research I did. I was reminded of the Michigan State game this year where he went out and sat on the bench by himself in front of the student section, like before the team came out, before the arena came out, so that they could all yell at him because like
the pictures are pretty awesome.
Very memeable. Like he's out there just like looking at his.
He's doing it for the picture.
Oh yeah, he's sitting there
Obviously.
and there's just 100 kids behind him yelling at him.
And he's like, I just wanted them to get it all out and yell at me while they had a chance, and then I contributed to the win. And the guy's high strung, dude. That's what I'm saying. Most NBA coaches at this point are much more,
chill.
Was he about to get? Is there going to be sanctions against Michigan? Have you heard that?
I've heard it. Yeah. But
Noxie's got some Swedish men in dresses.
I want him to ask about Midsummer. We just talked.
Yeah.
That's a theme on the show. So the Dick and Balls. Go. Let's dresses. I love it.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Jim.
I think
We send it back out to Texas Live. Ladies and gentlemen, here again is Jim Knox.
Oh, look at this attractive lady.
Guys, found a couple of good-looking girls. Well, actually four, I'm sorry. Inga from Sweden in the house. Look at this. And boy, those Sweden, they're putting them down right now, Dan and Jake. When did you guys get to town?
Yesterday morning.
Yeah. How you like Texas so far?
Fantastic. The food, the drinks, the people, everything is fantastic.
Okay, I understand you guys have a big rally coming up across the street, the Globe Life Park.
Yes.
Old Ranger Stadium. You ever heard of the Rangers baseball team?
I've heard of it. Yeah,
All right.
It's not a small stadium, is it?
Yeah. How'd the hairdos come about?
I don't know how to answer that question, actually.
Kind of look like Willie Nelson.
Tell him that might be illegal in Texas.
Okay.
Does the carpet?
So, what do you think tonight?
Match?
We're gonna win.
Really?
Yeah, we're gonna win with 2-0. We're not really confident, but we're gonna win.
Not confident, but you're going to win 2-0. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, sounds convincing.
God,
And you
that
got
guy's terrifying
cowboy boots
looking.
already. Where'd you get those?
In Nashville.
Oh, Nashville before Texas. There we go. All right, like it there. All right, what's the cheers in the stands tonight? We go score a goal. What's going to happen?
All right.
Noxie's got the wig now.
I like
Oh
this.
yeah, let's see that.
Yeah. All right. Let's
Why
hear
are they
that.
dressed like that?
Enjoy the day.
They're Swedish.
Kickoff.
All right.
6 hours away. There we go.
Thank you, Jim. There's Jim Knox covering the World Cup for us out at Texas Live, where excitement is building for the Japan versus Sweden.
Like, just to tell people what we just saw, if you can't see it, I mean, Jim is talking to two very attractive, like, Swedish women dressed in traditional Swedish wear, and next to them, their boyfriends are wearing, or husbands are wearing the same thing. Like,
yeah. With
their man
with
boobs
wigs,
and
blonde,
wigs
Pippi Longstocking,
and all these Swedish dudes are giant. Like every guy he's talked to is 6'5" and huge, bearded.
Yes, it may not be legal to dress to your opposite gender to which you were assigned at birth in Texas.
At least in Arlington.
So CBS, I was just reading a CBS sports article about NBA draft winners and losers. And their biggest loser was the Mavericks, failing to help Cooper Flagg with low upside Morez Johnson pick. Just says he was one of the biggest winners of the combine. He measured bigger than expected with massive length, well-rounded athleticism. And he did reaffirm the shooting gains we saw this year. A two-way rebounder, a versatile defender. He can not only guard ball screens in multiple ways, but be switchable inside and out. Not a creator. Not projecting as being more than a complementary piece offensively. He has a total of 12 three-pointers in 2 seasons. Not a primary shot blocker. Grade C+, the lowest grade that they gave to any draft pick this year.
And to an extent, that's all fair. I mean, he went 12 of 35 from 3 last year. He didn't take really any the year before. Maybe a handful missed them, but whatever. They let him start shooting him towards the end of the year. He went like 120 for 150 at the line, which is a pretty good indicator of future touch, going 78, 80% from the stripe. But I don't understand why people do this stuff. Like, if you met a chick and you're super convinced that she's great, but there's one thing she doesn't do, don't marry her thinking you can convince her to do it. Like, accept it as is. He's probably never going to be like a reliable outside shooter. He's certainly not a guy you're thinking can get his own stuff off the bounce. But to me, what they did is took a higher floor player with a higher certainty of being good and useful than a higher ceiling player with a lower floor and a lower chance of being useful. And in the case of the former, that those chances were boosted by taking his coach or hiring his coach. And I also think that an NBA conversation that wears on me a little bit is that guy a 2? Is that guy a 3? Can he be a 1? These things are entirely dependent on what is above and below the player. So to me, if you're Cooper Flagg, not every team has a best player. Not everybody has a real 1. And if you've got one of the real 1s, then having a bunch of 3s and 4s that are good, really good at what they do, I think that can work. And I think if you look at in Toronto, what Masai ran into problems with as a GM was just getting a bunch of these guys and nobody great.
Okay, so you mean 3s and 4s, not like
I don't truly mean 3s and 4s.
You mean,
but actually,
ranking in
it sometimes ends up being that way because they take a lot of guys who are just long, they defend, but they
end up as 3s and 4s.
Their ideology up there for a long time was we're gonna draft motherfucking dogs that are long, they rebound, and there was a quote that Dusty May had in that interview I referenced where he said, we weren't feeling great about the game plan. We'd say, we got Rez, they don't. We ain't getting punked tonight. Like, he's that guy. So to me, if you've got that guy and your 1 is great, then having a bunch of those guys is fine. You already have the Kawhi Leonard part. But you can't just have a bunch of those guys.
Yeah.
So to me, it makes sense, but I also understand the criticism. I guess it kind of depends on where you think the Mavericks are and how close they are to being good. There's a lot of talk about Derek Lively, who I still have. I know that it's hard to watch him because it's going to make you think of Luka, but I fell very in love with him to a point where I don't really care about PJ Washington or Daniel Gafford beyond, like, I'd like them to have nice careers, I guess. They were cool. But I want to watch Derek Lively play for the rest of his career. He's a fun guy. And I think people are forgetting how good he was when he was healthy, but he's never healthy. So I don't actually think this says a whole lot about him at all. I think this is just they took a guy that they think can make Cooper Flagg's life easier. And this, like Dusty May, is a pick that the Cuban Donnie regime would have never made, ever. Not at that spot.
Well, and it's at that spot is the key here, right? if he was projected, he could be the 17th pick in the draft, but you're very upset that he was picked 9th. And you're very upset and you didn't know any of the players 2 weeks ago. Like, it seems interesting.
No,
if
but
it's a Draymond, obviously you redraft and Draymond is going to be picked way higher. But the Draymond analogy is also interesting in that Draymond is an outlier. He's an anomaly. For a guy with his skill set, there's something else that makes him what he is.
And let me tell you, what I thought you were going to say is there's a lot of revisionist history, almost Tom Brady style on Draymond. Like, they could have drafted him earlier. They tried to keep him on the bench for a long time.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They deserve
it's
credit,
very
but also,
right?
Yeah. But the thing is that let's use Bam Adebayo. He went 14th in 2017. All the measurables look similar. Bam Adebayo, Montrezl Harrell, those guys that end up hitting in the late first or in the second, if you 90% knew that they would turn into that, you would draft them at 9. You probably wouldn't draft them at 2 or 3 still. But if you could guarantee I'm getting the guy who can be that role, and the best way I can think of to close to guarantee it is to hire his coach, who probably overrates his own player, but who cares? What does it matter if a coach overrates their own player? They're already the one who figured out how to make them good. That doesn't bother me. So,
no,
yeah,
it's interesting that
like
he's at the helm and he can really tell you these are the 3 guys. This is the guy I valued the most.
Yeah, him in. Yeah.
And it also helps to draft the guy to do what he's good at. You know, it's hard for the top 3 guys here carry a team. That's hard. But if you're asking this guy to block and play get rebounds and play defense, then yeah, he can slide into that.
I got another NBA story I want to touch on, brought to us by Ridge Wallet. Ridge Wallet is one of our advertisers. You can go to ridge.com/dumbzone.
That'll get you 40% off.
Let's see. Yeah, I was looking for that. That's important. The Ridge Wallet, it's compact. Right, it's tiny. Let me see. Look how many you can stuff in there.
I got a lot of cards in here.
I usually keep like 3.
I could fire a gun at that thing and it would stay intact.
And it would bounce back and hit you.
That's what I understand. Colorways are super cool. I got my pops one of these for Father's Day. Ridge.com/dumbzone get you 40% off. When they ask you how you heard about them, tell them the Dumb Zone sent you.
Like yell it at them.
Yell it at them. Slim, unique wallets, RFD blockers.
2 other NBA stories. One, it's a report that they're in talks, but the Hawks are going to sign Tim Bontemps away from ESPN, and he'll be off the Hoop Collective podcast. Interesting to me. I don't really know what he offers a front office. I do know that it's a great bit for Tim Bontemps, just because it is if a media member can get hired to work for a team, because that's always the bridge. That's the thing between media and it's you kind of know, you just don't know. But if he goes and works for the team, is terrible, and he gets fired in 2 years, people are going to fall all over themselves to have Tim Bontemps write for them and ESPN is going to hire him back for more than he was making now, because now he's Tim Bontemps who has been in the room.
Yeah, and I think that's not entirely foolish, right? Like, he will have his perspective and information will have changed. I don't see how to me, it makes more sense than hiring agents. And agents get hired all the time. But
a media guy?
Agents, which one do you think works harder?
Probably the media guy, to justify
if you're gonna right. But if you're going to talk about from what I have,
the agents just have connections and
they can hook you up with the right party and whatever. And I'm not saying the agents don't work, but in my experience, the people who work in management for sports teams are working 80, 90 hour a week jobs. That happens in media with regularity.
Yeah.
An agent, he's not showing up and grinding through all that tape like that. At least to me, it doesn't seem like it. So to me, it always made more sense that you hire these guys, hire nerds, and Bontemps was a little bit of an analytics guy over the years. I mean, he wasn't a straight quant, but Good for him.
But also, you need the guy that can look at all the numbers and unnerdify it.
Yes.
Deliver a message to the coach and the players that here's what these numbers mean. That's what they're used to doing.
And they know all the coaches. Like, the coaches already respect these guys. They already think of them as peers. You know, once you've been in media for a long time, they're not adversarial with you. I'll miss him fighting with Windhorst. I love that podcast.
I do too.
Very few sports podcasts like actually let people. I mean, I don't think they fight. they fight when they need to fight. You don't hear that often anymore. I enjoy it.
You know what? There is another NBA story I want to touch on. It is more evergreeny, and I know we want to get to this other audio that you have.
Yeah, we'll save.
So let's see if we have time to get to that because we have viewer mail today. Got a lot.
Okay, so we've been sort of following the story of the San Francisco Giants Pride Night fiasco from afar. They had some players that wore hats with messages, Bible verses written on them. Another guy just wore didn't wear the Pride Night hat.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's the Giants declared Pride Night, and here are these special hats the players will wear. They have rainbow logo on them, and two relievers put Bible verses on their hat, and one just wore the regular hat.
Yeah.
And then
so from there,
it became a story as things like this will.
J.D. Vance chimed in, and the Department of Justice said they would like to get involved. And
that's totally normal.
The Giants, for their part, they received, I believe, a letter from MLB, and this was public, saying, hey, like, the Giants are at fault for not communicating this to these players. Like, they didn't have to wear this, and this needed to be known. So this is really spinning out of control for the Giants. For obvious reasons, they're in a community that this is a big part of their fan base. Like in Texas, it makes sense to me why the Rangers, if they wanted to say it's a financial decision, we just don't think this matters to our fan base. I understand it. For the Giants, I've always been curious, like, are there really that many gay baseball fans in San Francisco? After following this story, the answer is unequivocally yes. This is a big deal, and it will hurt their bottom line. So, go ahead.
Although I did hear Ethan say one thing on this, and you know where Ethan's going to stand right away. Ethan Strauss, we like his podcast. Don't always agree with what he has to say, but he was saying his thing that he thought was funny about this whole thing was that the way the local media jumped on it, in that in reporting that by writing these Bible verses on like two players doing that and this becoming a thing, this has really hurt the local gay community. Like they're hurting about this. And his thing is like, okay, really?
That seems a bit too far.
Is there are there gay couples at home like sobbing? They just kind of feel it in their heart, like, or is it like, okay, these few guys did this. Clearly, that's this day and age. That's going to be a thing. And,
hard to speak for them, but in my
I like speaking for other groups that I have no idea about.
In my view,
made a living doing.
Most people, if they're gay, have been through much, much worse
than a player.
Let's
think of the Jasper.
Story, I think and just living in fear or something. I don't think they had. But so we couple that with their trade for Rafael Devers is going very poorly. Their record since they acquired the star from the Red Sox last year is terrible.
Devers played third in Boston. They wanted him to play first. He didn't want to. It's not been a smooth landing for him.
I don't know a ton about it, but I know that I've seen the numbers and they're awful. And they tried to pinch run for him the other day, and they have a rookie manager. And he waved off the runner. He had a meltdown.
The overworked Twitter joke is, I thought you didn't want to be at first base.
I like it. Yeah. So that happens while this other thing is going on, right?
Okay.
So now yesterday we're going to make general manager Buster Posey available to the media in the dugout there. You love this. You got the gathered media. He's sitting on the bench wearing his quarter zip. And he's going to get this out of the way right out of the gate.
Okay, I'll start, and then we can go to questions. I'd like to recognize that the organization has shared its response to Pride Night, and I understand that there's strong feelings on this topic.
Shake Boys?
Oh, yeah.
Already?
This is Buster Posey?
Which I didn't expect, honestly. He gets pretty shook here.
The organization has shared its response to Pride Night, and I understand that there's strong feelings on this topic. There's differing perspectives, and out of respect to everybody involved, it's not something that I'm going to revisit. I understand that some fans are upset and frustrated, and I can promise you this is something that we've talked about a lot internally and will continue to do so. Our focus is on the team right now, the upcoming draft, the trade deadline, and trying to win games. So anybody that has baseball questions, I'm happy to take baseball questions from you now.
But does that include the commissioner? Yesterday on Sunday.
Okay, so you can hear, I want to break this down. Female reporter says yesterday the commissioner, she's going to start. But there's also this Rafael Devers thing, okay? So this other guy, at first I thought he's shamming this thing. But so I want you to hear the question. He asks this knowing that they're going to get back to it. And you can tell when he asks, he doesn't even really care.
Rafael Devers yesterday on Sunday did something that could be considered without accountability, without respect to the manager, maybe without even respect to you. What was your reaction on what he did, and what will you do with him or going forward?
Yeah, you could tell he's frustrated. I mean, look.
All right, so we're going to let him answer that question for about a minute.
Favorite teammates, and so we're all prone to have missteps at times.
Buster, you were a member of this organization for a long time, and every year there's been a night to honor the gay community. Did you object to those nights when you were a player? And also, did you or anyone from the organization talk to Tony, talk to the players, and
that's the manager.
Explain the importance of this demographic to your business, the importance of this evening for the fans?
I mentioned that I'm not going to revisit it, so if you want to ask baseball questions, I'll answer baseball questions.
Okay, now you can tell, though, that the blood is in the water.
She's like, really?
Because once that happens...
I like his initial thing, though. I wrote it down. He said, out of respect to everybody involved, I'm not going to address it further. Like, I love... That's... Wow. Can you do that?
Thank you.
Can I use that? I'm respecting
Dude, I respect
everyone.
you too much to have to do this. But like with anything...
Look, honey, I cheated on you.
I respect you too much
Out
to
of
talk
respect
about it.
to all parties, though, that's the last I'm going to talk about it. So can you get dinner ready now?
So he's in trouble now because when the media, all it really takes is like one person to be like, "Oh shit, all right." Now,
the commissioner did the gay community about any of this or no?
Again, if you want to go baseball questions, I made my statement on it. I'll answer baseball questions.
But do you have no response to the commissioner saying inadequate and unclear communication coming from the organization?
I'll answer baseball questions. Is Devers playing tonight?
Devers playing time? Is that what he said?
Is he playing tonight?
How much of a Tony Romo film is?
Is Devers playing tonight? I believe so, yeah.
Buster, why do you want to only answer baseball questions? There are some very important matters that the public is debating outside this organization.
Pause it for a second. I'm going to have to side with the media here because he's the GM.
I know.
He's not the manager can get away with
Hey,
that.
talk to my boss, and we're gonna
The
get
GM.
We get to that.
Is involved. His hands are I always thought it was weird that the GM does have this kind of power, but I remember reading about certain GMs who'd be walking through the ballpark like, I don't like that thing on the scoreboard. They just take it off. Like,
yeah,
he has the power over everything. So yes,
play-by-play guy.
He's I don't like what he said. I'm going to can him right now. He could fire anybody. He could do anything. He's the GM. He is the one to speak to this issue.
Yeah, and I don't know if I had an opinion on Buster Posey before this other than really fun player because if you're badass
that's
catcher,
probably why he got hired as the GM.
And fan favorite, but he comes off
public relations.
No, but he just comes off. Dan's right. If you want to engage in all that other stuff, it comes with the dinner, and he comes off looking like a baby here.
Matters that the public is debating outside this organization.
I'm going to answer baseball questions.
Do Do you feel it's not your job as president of baseball operations? I mean, is this something we should be talking to Larry about?
Guys.
Okay.
My bad. Is he just president of baseball and he's not?
No.
GM?
No, I
thought he was the GM. Okay.
No, I think he is. I think they're talking about maybe there's a president of.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's
I'll
a great question by her though to try to make it a personal thing.
Like who do we talk to here? We got to talk to somebody.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's not your job? Like, kind of back.
I'm trying to look at what the roles are here. So they've got who's Larry Baer. I don't know. They got a bunch of different.
Zach Manassian is the GM. Works alongside president of baseball operations Buster Posey.
Okay. And then Larry is someone else. He is the CEO. But she's saying like,
he
all
is
right,
the person they put out here
to
to start talking about it.
So when the reporter says who should we talk to, the voice you're going to hear, and they're all the same, folks. It's 27-year-old to 33-year-old PR guy who look. I know some of them and they're good dudes, but I also met a lot of them, and they're all the same type of person to an extent. And they're in this job because they are not alphas. However, they ask them to be alphas in this job, and it's very funny. Like every guy you see in this job, you're not like, oh, shit, immediately commands respect. He's someone who likely spent some time with their head in a toilet or a locker, and now they're being asked to control this situation, and it's always funny. Hey, guys.
Right, this is not Tad.
Oh, no. This is not Rich Dalrymple.
This is not
Three rings under Tad.
Yeah,
right.
This dude's making 40, 50, whatever. This is
he'll be gone in 3 years.
Yeah.
Guys, you just need to keep it.
All right, I'm gonna run it a little more.
I mean, is this something we should be talking to Larry about?
Guys, you just need to keep it baseball related, or.
Well, you guys have made this baseball related because you had Pride Night. You allowed players onto the field that MLB said should not have had writing on their caps, violated MLB rules. Then MLB said that you guys didn't communicate with the players properly, that they didn't have to wear the hat. So there's been no response about that.
We get it. Buster made his statement. If you guys have any baseball questions, you can answer those, or we're going to be done.
Lester, how is the leadership with this team in terms of internal with the clubhouse and the front office?
We pretty much move on from there. They try to weave it back in a couple times, like, what's your message to the fans?
The Weasley little guy, though, is the best.
Oh, my God.
The guy
hey, guys,
trying to protect Alexander Ovechkin at one point.
When you were dressed as a knight or whatever, or 1920s reporter. Guys, And I do feel for them because they're carrying out orders, but they always do it in such a squirrely little. But I mean, I also think Buster Posey, the anus is on him a little bit to not. He's played the World Series, and you're looking over at this dude who makes $50K to throw you a lifesaver. Like
Zach Manassian, by the way,
step up a little bit.
41 years old.
Oh, I remember hearing about him.
He had worked for the Brewers for 14 years.
Yeah.
Worked as special advisor. So we're pro Zach for that reason. Also, he grew up in a major league clubhouse beginning at age 5. Worked as a bat boy / clubhouse attendant for his father, Zach Sr., who is the longtime clubhouse manager with the Texas Rangers.
Hell yeah. That's a good story.
His brother is the GM of the Los Angeles Angels. And his other brother is the director of equipment and clubhouse services for the Braves.
I think that is a cool nepotism story.
He is the godson of Tommy Lasorda.
Jeez.
It's nepotism, but if you're moving up, right? Like the story where we were heard,
like you're doing better than your dad?
Yeah. Maybe you were going to do this in viewer mail, but we were laughing at Shoddy because of the Rick Burkhead security guard thing the other day where he made a free throw.
Uh-huh.
It's Rex Burkhead's dad. That's cool. Like that.
Wait. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Like your dad's a security guard. It's not like his dad was a millionaire, but his dad's a security guard bringing the kid to the facility every day, and that kid becomes an NFL player. I think that's cooler than like Ken Griffey.
All right.
Also, go ahead.
Noxie's got some stuff.
Oh.
All right, Game Day Men's Health brings us our Jim Knox reports as he is out near the ballpark, near Jerry World, near Dallas Stadium to cover the World Cup. Japan is in town, and then all of a sudden Jim Knox shows up. Jim Knox, go ahead.
Yes, and I'm going to get some questions from you, Dan and Jake, on this. But, hey, before we get to this, I heard you mention Zach Manassium. You know, I was in the clubhouse. That's when I was doing some reporting stories, and those guys, Zach and Perry, they were shining shoes, and Zach Sr. was putting them to work. They would do everything. Then they went into the video department. Now look at them now. They're GMs, and you got one in San Francisco, the other with California Angels, and Zach's really doing well in San Francisco, huh? Right?
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Here we go.
that's amazing.
All right, now here we go.
Devers trade.
Speaking of California, we got the Duran family in from California. And we got another couple of Japanese fans in the house all the way in from where?
Yesterday.
There we go. Love that place. Yes. Okay, so Kathy, come in here. Duran family, you guys decided you're going to come here from California. You didn't know who was going to root for. Now you're rooting for who?
Japan.
Why Japan?
Well, good question.
Yeah. Okay.
We're playing good soccer, and we're all here for the love of the
There
game.
we go. Okay. So you guys are huge fans. You came here with the family, bought the ticket. How much tickets go for?
Oh, around 1,500 to 2,000, 2,500.
Okay, that's not bad. You in the nosebleeds?
It's not bad.
Okay, no.
Close.
Okay, okay. Hey, at least you're in. That's right. At least you're in.
That's
So
what she
you
said.
met your husband, who also was a soccer coach in Mexico.
Yes.
He was on beach as a lifeguard, activity guy. You were at the beach from Sacramento going to Mexico.
Damn.
And now you guys are married, got 3 kids, right?
Exactly. We met in Cancun 32 years ago, and we spent 6 hours together. I was flying out. The World Cup was going to be in San Francisco, and he said, hey, I'm going to come visit you for the World Cup, and that's the main reason we stayed together. And later, here we are 32 years later with 3 adult children, and we're here to support Japan.
There we go.
She married the hot instructor.
What a voice.
Great if everybody signs up to be a lifeguard activity guy over in Cancun, Mexico on the
highly
beach.
recommend it.
That's right.
I highly recommend it. I have to tell you, that's the best job ever.
After this, where are you going? After this game, you guys going where?
After this game, we're gonna go to Mexico City. We're gonna watch another game from Mexico. That's the 4th game that they're gonna play in Mexico.
You guys are traveling around this summer, just checking out World Cup games, right?
That is correct. That is correct. We were in 2018 in Russia, and now we're here in the United States, and we're gonna jump to Mexico.
Man,
And
what a
hopefully-
family,
Skip
Kathy.
Qatar.
This is all what you signed up for. This is great.
I signed up, and thank God for soccer.
Yeah. Okay. And also the Duran family, Jake and Dan, they're already started drinking. We want to put that to notes, so they're getting ready for the game. So questions. Anybody? Any questions there? Jake,
We're good
Dan,
for now. We're
I'm
good
ready
for now.
for them.
Questions in Japanese.
We're good for now.
Okay. Okay. Questions? Okay, good.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll send it back out to Jim Knox in a little bit. Thank you, Jim Knox.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Who's out there with Japanese people.
I do want to know what happened to the tank top.
All right, we'll
gonna have
ask
to
him next time.
Wait a minute, Uncle
Viewer mail is brought to us by Community. Oh, no, not Community. Sorry. We're going Flooring Direct DFW today. It's so great. Have them out to your house. That's their bit. They come direct to you. They did it to us.
Did you get 2 little dolls to make love on the samples that they put in your house so that you could take a look at how the lighting would look?
No, the samples are bigger than you think. They're not that tiny. So actually, my dogs were humping each other on one
Right,
of them.
okay.
Yeah. But we have already discussed, well, my wife hasn't discussed it with me, but I've discussed in my head. We're getting new floors like everywhere. It's going to be great.
Hell yeah.
But like, do we christen it? Like, do I have to christen every room? Or just like downstairs, it's going to be all the same floors? Is it just fine if we do it in the kitchen? Because that'll be the same
Right.
floor.
It's like when you would dump paint on kid pics. It'll cover everything.
But it's not just about christening your new floors with Flooring Direct DFW. By the way, it's flooringdirectdfw.com/DZ. Like Jake said, they bring all the samples to you. They're fantastic. They are local. They will beat any price that you can find. They're not just a national company either. They're a Dallas company. Dan Ratcliffe. He is a guy I've known for 2 decades. You can trust him. You can trust the store. It is flooringdirectdfw.com/DZ. Set up your free estimate today. They also have a phone number, 972-449-9457. But he says most people go to the website, flooringdirectdfw.com/DZ. Viewer mail. I start with Sam, who says, I was browsing the Soch, reading hot opinions and looking at titties, so the usual. But I came across this tweet I needed to share. It's a, you have a picture of this, I believe, Clayton. You can see who is the author of this tweet. It is Lisa Ann.
The GOAT.
The porn star. What does she write? I'm in deep for the past year. I'm hooked on sardines. The glass skin is so real, I could tell a difference when I take a week off. I eat them 2 to 3 times a week. Don't be afraid.
So you share the same palate as a woman who swallowed a lot of other stuff in her...
She's like, wow, this is familiar.
There is
it
is a salty type taste. Sam says, keep cranking hog and chase that money. You don't have to worry about that, Sam.
I mean, you've got a glow, but if you told me I could have the same glow for eating bait out of a can, I would decline. I agree that it's working for you. I also think every time I open up a can of cat food, I imagine that's like that's how you eat dinner. Is it like, let me peel my little...
I do.
I mean, look, you're healthy, so we'll take it.
Got a couple, or at least one movie trope. Dear Uncle Stink Sniffer. Lattices. Growing up, it seemed like every teen movie had a kid sneaking out of their room using a lattice. So I can only I didn't know what a lattice is. Is this the... it's like a ladder, but it's squares.
Yeah.
Along the side. You could get ivy to grow up it or something.
That's what it's for. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like wood with hatch cross.
Or climbing a lattice late night to see a girl.
Dude, I mean...
I can confidently say I've never seen one in person.
The entire TV show, was it Clarissa Explains It All, and there might have been others. It was a plot device in half the TV shows I watched. A character is entering. The ladder has hit the window.
Yeah.
I just thought...
They didn't have a lattice.
I thought that was normal.
Blake from Coppell here also says I have a WHL. It is in the picture form there. Of it's in our thing, Clayton, if you could put it up there. It's my apartment complex community is holding a sensory-sensitive 4th of July event.
Cool.
So it's called a sensory-sensitive 4th of July celebration, an alternative to fireworks. So we all know people, right, who they don't like going to fireworks because they don't like the whatever. It's
3-year-olds.
Okay. Well, you say that.
Dogs.
You say that, and I seriously doubt that any of the people that I'm about to mention will be headed over to the Pillow Room for the 4th of July celebration. But a lot of veterans don't like fireworks.
Yeah, a little PTSD.
Do you give them a break at least?
But I think they would still say this is WHL.
They probably would, but I'm just telling you.
They'll just say, hey, I'll just sit out.
They'll just internalize.
I don't need a sensory-sensitive thing.
For sure. And that's why we respect them.
I wonder, is that just about the sound then? It's not about, like, if you just had a cool drone fireworks display, drone 4th of July display?
As long as the drones are not, like, right over your head, because, they're pretty loud then, too. But where we were... When we've seen the drone shows in North Richland Hills, you can hear them, but it's nothing like a fireworks type volume. It is Pride Month. Andy has one for us. So he goes to a spin class. That's, I guess, not the whole email.
Okay. Oh.
They had a pride ride.
What does that mean?
Very proud gay instructor decorated our bikes with rainbow flags.
Oh.
Chinese fans, not like soccer fans, but those like fans. Balloons, class full of gay-themed music, and some preaching from the instructor. All very fun and positive. The Pride Month clearly meant a lot to him, and we were all very supportive. At the end of the class, he says we can take a flag with us. Wanting to be supportive, I take my flag as instructed. I take my flag and head to the sauna in the locker room. So gay or not gay, walking into the locker room full of naked men holding a rainbow flag. I'd say this is just allyship, fully.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
That's good stuff. You walk around with a flag like you're a wrestler, but you have the gay pride flag on your back.
How has that not been a wrestler? Or has there been like a gay wrestler?
Well, they've had and this is more of a Clayton thing, but I'll just tell you, there was what I now know was like a lightly trans wrestler when I was a kid. I'm speaking, of course, of Gold Dust, who made me feel...
It was ambiguous.
It was like... Androgynous.
Yeah, that's...
But kind of in the middle and very sexual.
Go ahead, Clayton.
No, go ahead.
That's good.
I've got one from Avery because we were talking about how we're over buttoned.
Mm-hmm.
That was Jake's claim a few years ago. Too many buttons on the washing machine, on the dryer.
Oh, okay.
Microwave.
And specifically the microwave. And this one's from Avery, who said they got a microwave back in the day when he was a kid, early 80s. Like every appliance back then, it would break, and his dad would try to fix it. Well, it broke to the point where like none of the buttons worked. So he said his dad rigged it up to where there was a switch on and off, and you just timed it with your watch.
Yeah. And I think this is actually somewhat probably stylish now. Like the minimalist stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You see little kid phones that they make now. I think we just got one of those, by the way. We were on a waiting list. It's I can't remember the brand name, but my daughter and like 7 or 8 of her friends got them.
You're on a waiting list.
They literally,
that's how big of a deal it was.
Yes, they did. They were out of production, so you can talk to anyone else who has the phone.
Oh,
and it's a home phone. Like it. Yeah, I'm sure it runs on Wi-Fi, but it's corded. You know.
Will Evans has a gay not gay. Says, we can all agree it's SG to order a custom NFL jersey of your favorite team with your own last name on the back. My question is this. I have several NFL jerseys of Mike Evans and Lee Evans, former Bills receiver, because I bought them because I share the same last name. Is that gay or not gay?
Who are the players?
Mike Evans, Lee Evans.
It's pretty cool if it's Mike Evans, right? Like, so I had a couple Sean Kemp jerseys growing up, but if Sean Kemp were Brad Davis,
I had an Odeby McDowell.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then he says, P.S. Has Blake bought his ticket for the Lindsey Sterling show this summer?
Of course.
Okay, so that means we understand why he can't do something else, because he says the Lindsey Sterling show is July 25th.
We did know that Blake was out that night.
Jake gave me a list of dates, and I told him when I was
available. Now, it is a 5 p.m. show, and we'll be done by 6:30.
Lindsay goes late. You know that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. She probably goes on late.
Oh.
Like, my wife's high school reunion is that night. But it's a comedy show. They don't run long.
Have you not seen the tailgate scene at a Lindsey Sterling concert?
Yeah.
I do have an update on that we should have handled off the air, but maybe we'll just tell people tomorrow. So hold off on buying tickets. Just save your calendar date.
Save the date.
Yeah.
Words ruined by Dan. This from Truett. Committee.
Oh my God.
What size are we talking?
This is from our good friend Chicago. I'm just going to call you Chris. I was listening to Dan's story about his wife not knowing what Juneteenth was. And this weekend, one of my friends told me his wife thought Juneteenth was the anniversary of George Floyd's death.
Ouch.
All right. It is kind of when Juneteenth started getting a little more play, though.
Yeah.
Like Juneteenth.com or whoever runs Juneteenth, Big Juneteenth.
Google searches.
Yeah. Like it's when Christopher Reeve got tossed off the horse. The organization that
it wasn't bad for him.
Spinal injuries is like, oh, wow. This is a gift from above. And that's what Big Juneteenth was like. Nobody knows who we are. We're all kind of sitting there. Should we close up? I don't know.
Zach.
Like, whoa.
Yeah, you're right. But
keep the
I
foot
still
on
remain
the net.
amazed
Keep
at
the foot on the
anybody
net.
who's been in Texas for 10 years, much less 30, had not. Zach has like a set me straight thing here because I'm pretty cavalier about losing my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The attitude, and I don't lose it. That's the thing. It doesn't ever get acknowledged. But
you've lost a whole car.
My car was stolen. The idea is if I lose something, it's really going to be minimal impact on me. It's really not that big of a pain in the ass. It's not like it used to be. And Zach emailed me and said, you should not put your phone in the same category as your wallet at all. Because if someone who knows what to do with your phone steals it, you're fucked. And my thing is always, I don't think anybody knows what to do with a stolen phone. And his point is, if someone, like his got stolen on Bourbon Street by, he thinks, a guy who had offered him a bump. And the next thing he knew, it was like an hour later and he didn't have his phone. And they had, he said, phone encryption and security is not for these kind of pros. Before 2 a.m. that night, every single account linked on my phone was changed. Every banking, credit card app compromised, maxed out. Locked out of my Apple ID, Gmail, every social media app. Couldn't cancel my cards because they needed two-factor authentication by sending an email or a text, but I had no access to either.
Beating.
I hate two-factor.
I was out of town and had no identification, so I couldn't get a burner phone with my own number because I didn't have a driver's license. I also compromised my friend's LifeLock since that was on the phone as well. Oh, his friend's phone got stolen too. You know, the service that's supposed to prevent these things from happening. He says, moral of the story, bring an extra ID on vacation and never have your banking info saved on your phone.
Dang.
Is that like Apple Pay? I mean...
No, maybe just a note.
Is it a password? I mean, if you open your bank app and then you have the password saved and you kind of click.
Yeah, and I mean, I think I'm slick now because mine has to send me a text to do it.
Yeah.
But
It'll
if
send
they've
the
got
text
your
to that
phone, that guy's like, oh, okay. Tough.
Got a couple of gummy thoughts, and they're brought to us by Early Bird CBD. Early Bird CBD. What is the code, first of all? And then I want to tell you about the drops a little bit. DumbZone 20?
DZ20.
DZ20, sorry. They change the code every now and again just so that you can then do it again. Like, so like they'll have a one-time use code, and then they'll change it again and say, hey, you could use this. DZ20. But the drops are the big deal. So it is same as the gummy, though. 2.5 milligrams of THC, 12.5 milligrams of CBD, but we like to focus on the THC part. Number one, if you get drug tested at work, what are you working there for? But don't take the Early Bird CBD. The Early Bird CBD, that's why it's good. That's why it's the best. It's got a little bit of THC in it. But they got the drops as well, so you could drop that in your water. You could drop it in any beverage, actually. No calories, no sugar. You can just fine-tune it for the right dose so you can kind of get your, what feels right to you.
Go on your own journey at earlybirdcbd.com. DZ20 gets you 20% off. The gummies are great, but also those drops for the summertime.
Max in Denver says, I finally hit the age, this is a gummy thought, finally hit the age where I get freaked out by kids' ages. I'm a coach, and this incoming high school freshman class was born post-Dirk title.
Wow.
Or for Jake to well, does he have this right? For Jake, they were 6 years old whenever Marlon Humphrey conducted his Twitter social experiment. Who's he thinking of?
I mean, he could be thinking of...
It's not Marlon Humphrey, right?
No, the Bell kid from Ole Miss.
I thought Marlon Humphrey had a Twitter bit.
Marshall Henderson.
Marshall Henderson. That's
Marlon Humphrey might have, but I don't. That one I don't immediately remember.
And then Dustin, our business attorney, says during the pandemic, this gummy thought, we were all told to wash our hands for 20 seconds to make sure the soap had time to do its work. He goes, gummy thought, when I'm washing dishes, I don't usually leave the soap on there for 20 seconds, I don't think. So is my dish soap not doing anything? Do I just have dirty dishes in the cupboard?
I think that's a great question. I think most of that stuff is made up, but I think that's a good question. I got a gummy thought for you. This actually popped back into my head something we were talking about earlier. Do people who are a little bit heavier get massages? Like, Clayton, have you ever gotten a massage?
Negative.
I don't even understand why this is a question. It's ridiculous.
My dad used to get them all the time. He was a big guy.
You don't see it often.
When you are at the massage place?
Yeah.
You're saying they're just ripped dudes walking in there?
Ladies, too. I mean, not like exclusively.
Big, giant, fat ladies are not in there getting massages?
And it made me wonder, like, is there something to, like, is it as effective?
Right, so you're saying fat people shouldn't get massages because the fat is blocking their muscles, which you're supposed to be massaging?
I think you need to change the tone. I never said, hey, I'm saying.
I can work backwards here.
My buddy Big Jim, remember Big Jim?
I'm asking the question. Was
Big Jim used to go to the happy ending one.
Doesn't really count.
Awesome.
But
I love that for him.
Oh, I love it for him too, but it's not quite.
He's the one who told me. He's like, yeah, man, just hold a 20 in your hand.
A 20? That's it?
This 25 years ago.
It's the bonus, though.
Yeah.
It's the bonus. No, you pay for the massage.
That's like the indicator he's saying.
Then you he's like, then they make you go in here with just a towel on, but ball up a 20 and put it in your hand.
Dude,
and
have you
when
not
it comes
seen,
down to it, you can hand her this.
Have you not
I love
seen
these stories.
somehow Twitter added something where they're translating tweets from all over the world like more automatically now. And so you get to see like Asian culture, whatever culture.
You get to see Asian bots.
Well, maybe, but just some account that just looks like any listener of ours, but in Japan, and the guy's like, what a great walk home from work, stopped at my favorite pub, had a pint, saw my favorite hand job girl, got relief, and made it home by time for soccer. So, like, it's talked about no different than a regular massage, I guess.
Interesting. Your favorite hand job girl.
Like, they just matter-of-factly.
Yeah.
There's some skill involved, I feel like.
But when Clayton was worried about having to do the convention center today, like, you were going to be probably fairly sore. It's a lot of walking.
I threw my back out bowling in Broken Bow, so I've been dealing with that for a couple of days. So that's part of the reason why I was excited.
I got a couple follow-ups. The first is the Shoddy picture in there. Shoddy, a big World Cup guy. Jake, you knew this was coming. I'm sorry. I got to do it now. He was in the suite. He was wearing his kit tucked into his white jeans.
It's really bad, man. It's really bad. The hat's really bad.
White jeans, huh?
He's wearing those stupid, like, $2,000 Italian tennis shoes.
Yeah, and his little USA shirt tucked into his wings.
Like, people make fun of how
Can't cut it.
Mike
Can't tuck
McDaniel dresses, but Mike McDaniel looks 1,000 times cooler than this guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
He's an Instagram man. That's what he is.
He's a nerd. Follow up with the Lego guy. We were wondering why he got 45 years in prison. He had a standoff with police and shot at them.
Okay. First of all,
Peter says here it's not because he stole the Millennium Falcon.
I don't know that standoff automatically implies that they fired at them. Are we sure?
This is viewer mail, and this is what the viewer said. And then my last follow-up is from Ryan from iButler, because we were talking about why can't cars have transition windshields?
Yeah.
For like when you walk outside and your glasses suddenly get dark?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He says a lot of words that I don't understand, but it's activated by UV, and it would take a couple minutes to lighten or darken, which would be a safety issue in tunnels, parking garages, or rapidly changing light.
Figure it out. We just sent.
That's right, Ryan from iButler.
We sent grapes to space to figure out how wine will grow.
He said there are newer electrochromic films that darken or lighten that some Boeings are using. So maybe it's coming along. And he says that technology has been at CES. It's just we're not there yet. But
that's encouraging.
But it's coming.
I like figure it out. Couple piece of audio attached to these emails. This is from Matt, who says, I submit to you that the gendered lines between Run the Ball Guy and bitchy reality star are far blurrier than you may assume. So basically, his wife hates the Dumb Zone podcast. He says she has mostly out of stubbornness because I love it, but there's also mild distaste for phrases like absolute milk sheds and Dan the Pussy Man. He says, I drunkenly called her out one night to be open-minded because the show is objectively funny. So she challenged him to endure one of her lady podcasts.
Ouch.
So he said, so she'll have to listen to one of ours and he'll listen to hers. So he was listening. He says he found something that sounded like Run the Ball Guy. This is from something called the Giggly Squad. The co-host is Hannah Berner. She has 7 million collective followers on her socials.
Ow.
And this is what she had to say.
I wouldn't have the
You know what I have started doing? If we're in a situation and I'm holding the door for you because I just walked out of the door or like you're coming, whatever, and anything like that, if you don't say thank you to me, I'm saying you're welcome. Like little stuff like that, like really pisses me off. Like today I was walking out of a door and I like held it for the lady like
Do we
coming
need to hear
in.
more?
But I like had a
We got the
suitcase
analogy
and
here, right,
stuff.
Blake?
So like
Are you
it
awake?
inconvenienced me.
So you know how they always say it's like, it's not what you said, it's how you said it?
Well,
holy hell, I feel that.
Well, the message is the same.
How do you
though.
talk like this for
No, and the
2
thing
hours
is-
and have 7 million followers?
The thing is that Run the Ball Guy often does marry Karen. This is not this social phenomenon makes sense to me.
One more piece of audio.
Like, she doesn't talk like that at work, right?
Man,
they all kind of switch.
One time,
she's choosing to talk like
when
that.
I answered the phone for my mom's business, I might have told you all this story before, but it was all day, right? And you talk to.
What's up?
No, dude, that's the point of the story. And I was like, this is when I was
Hear.
like 21 to 25.
What do you want?
But I had phone voice. You know, I had phone voice. I developed it like we all. And one time, this girl, it's a good friend of my wife's. Like I knew her from high school, and she called our business from her business in her phone voice, and we talked for like 2 minutes. And I was like, "Yo, Liz," and she's like, "Jake." He's like, "Okay, yeah." We were both so. You know,
guys-
when you talk about like black people at work code switching and having to do it, like everybody has a phone voice. So no, she doesn't talk like this all the time. There's no way.
This is another follow-up.
Might be her natural voice, though.
Do you remember the other day I played you our weekend wrap-up and Henry seemed soups cash, threw an F-bomb out there?
Yep.
So Hunter in Duncanville says, Hi, Daniel. Please do yourself a favor and listen to Henry crush on the February 14th wrap-up.
Oh, no.
The first 30 seconds is all you need. So I went back to the February 14th weekend wrap-up. And let's see what Henry had to say. Intern Henry does that.
Go!
Yeah, motherfuckers, I'm spending Valentine's Day with the...
Play it again.
You have to know the weekend wrap-up is... It is the weekend... It's if you don't have time during the week sometimes. It's for subscribers only. So patreon.com/thedumbzone or you have dumbzone.com. 2 different platforms carry our subscription. So we put together a little montage of just best segments of the week. You didn't have time to listen this week, but here you can get a couple of hours of just the top segments.
Yep.
And then you want it to whatever the weekend wrap, but it's supposed to reflect. This is our show. It's an extension of our show, so it will be like our show. That's the theory, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like get right to it. Like
you can put your own personal spin on it a little.
Yeah.
You know, but
you want it to be
within that framework.
As if I'm on their show. When you did the top 10 for the ticket, it's like, well, I work for the ticket, slide a little thing in here and there, but basically, my job is to get to number 1 and play the Musers clip.
Yeah. What did Fernando want played today?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so now, again, so this is February 14th. February 14th.
Yeah, motherfuckers, I'm spending Valentine's Day with the DZ fam. Which means I would say love is in the air, but that would probably make me gay unless there's a dirty blonde with a fat ass that listens.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
Crushing. That's
no,
what
he's
doing.
not.
He's crushing.
He is defaming our product. He does not talk like that.
You know, I'm taking.
What's that?
He doesn't talk like that.
He might.
He might. Yeah, he might.
He might talk like that to you.
He might phone talk to us.
Yeah. When he's with his boys, he's like, check
What if
out
he can
that
get a
fat
dirty blonde with a
motherfucking
fat
ass.
ass?
Yo.
If you exist, you know, I'm taking applications, so just putting that out there. But listen, I mean, there's really no better place you could be today, if I'm being honest. You know, like if you're one of those single gents out there, you could be spending money you don't have to impress people who already sleep with you. You could pretend a couple gas station roses is the trick to her heart. It's probably not, by the way.
Oh.
Hell, you could be scrolling through Instagram just pissed off to the core because some relationship that's gonna die in a month looks fruitful. I have the solution. Okay. This is so corny. Fall in love with the dumb zone.
At least he's self-aware.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, that's a lot of fun,
And that's viewer mail for today.
You gonna do one last check-in?
Let's check in with Jim Knox out at the
GameDay.dumbzone.com Texas Live. Oh, wow. He's got a big
he's
crowd
outside.
now. Yeah.
Things are really heating up outside the.
Exactly right, Dan.
Go ahead.
And Jake, we got Dragon Ballsies now in the house. Look at these guys. These guys are fired up.
Dragon Ball Z.
Japan tonight. What's your prediction in today's game? 3, 2, Nippon. Oh, you gotta like that. Over here, we got more Ingas in the house. They have multiplied.
Oh, wow. They've got more
guys.
men dressed with.
Yeah. They've been drinking since 6 a.m.
The guy on the right's about to pass out.
3-1 Sweden. 3 what? Yeah, 3-0. Wow, that's a pretty good one. All right, you guys have been into town. How long have you been in Dallas? How long? 2 days. 2 days. What do you like best about Dallas?
Here.
Okay, good. All right. Good complexion there. Look at these guys painted up. What do we call this? The Joker look? The Joker look?
Why?
Yeah.
Vamos Nippon.
All right, good.
Japan flag. Japan national flag. Yeah, the flag.
The flag.
Good spot.
The
I like
flag.
that. All right. Get these guys up front. All right, who's got my shirts? Where's the shirt guy? All right, he's from Mexico. These are Dumb Zone shirts. Handing out to you guys. And all the great
We had tank tops made for Jim.
Dumb Zone in the house. There you go. Take the shirts. We'll see him at tonight's game. Dumb Zone shirts. TV. Big Dumb Zone shirts. There we go.
Can I say one
Big
thing?
night. Yes.
Say one thing. We love you, Zlatan. We love you, Zlatan.
Yes. Zlatan Ibrahim. Go Japan. Let's go. Let's have a good game tonight. Yes.
Hell yeah.
There we go, check it down. Finishing strong out here at Texas Live.
His hair.
Way to go, Inga. Way to go, Ballsy.
Why? He thinks it's Dragon Ball Z.
That's awesome.
He keeps. That's excellent.
Good deal.
All right, that's great. Let's take a break.
The Dumb Zone.
Hey, whatever happens, we have to protect you. I'm out. But my life, what was it for? What was I supposed to learn?
That Fairlease has a new approach to car leasing. Cuts out the hassles and puts the customer first.
What?
Fair, flexible, and focused on you. Fairlease when you don't know what to do about a car. 'Cause car stuff is hard. But not with Fairlease. You don't need a dealership, baby.
I got this email literally this morning from Anson, who wanted to shout out Travis and his team at Community Mechanical. So anyway, he had another HVAC company. And he said there was a part that needed fixed, but the labor would be $4,000. And turned off my heater and gas for safety reasons, and then said it'll be 2 weeks for them to replace it.
Sweet.
So he said he was already planning on calling CommMech. And then he says in parentheses, I've shortened community mechanical.
Yes,
anyway,
he has. We'll let him own that one.
For an alternate quote, but also to see if they might have a better response time. Now he says, everything I've heard about this company on your podcast is true. I called the office, left a voicemail, had a return call within 5 minutes. Explained the situation. The lady I spoke to gave me emails for both Drew and Travis, asked I explain it to them. I sent all the info, including photos of my equipment. I put in the subject line that I'm a Dumb Zone listener that needs help. They call me 9 minutes later. They gave a ballpark estimate over the phone. It was a quarter of the price the other company quoted me. They sent one of their technicians to the supply store a couple hours later to get the parts. They have the parts in hand. They were at my house 8:30 a.m. the next morning to complete the work. And really, he goes on, there's a lot longer thing where they also discovered like a gas leak that was in his, because his wife had smelled. Anyway, he says they're the real deal. They have a customer for life. You have my permission to use my name, all that kind of stuff. But we've gotten tons of these, though.
Feels good.
Yeah.
Just to know that people are, they're saving people from the cold, from getting ripped off. And they're our boys.
Hi, Rick Renner for Flooring Direct. Back in my TV days, I used to think negative publicity was better than no publicity at all. That's not the case at Flooring Direct. We thrive on reviews. A 4.7 Google star rating, top of Home Advisor and Best Picks. I won 13 of these babies in TV, but there's nothing comparing to the Super Service Award on Angie's List for 2 decades running and still champion. Get your free estimate today.
The nicest, we've got the best prices at Flooring Direct.
I just got rear-ended. Should I call the insurance company?
It's always best to talk to us before dealing with the insurance company.
Okay, but I don't think I can afford a lawyer.
Don't worry. You don't pay us anything up front. No hidden fees, no surprises.
Oh, thank you. I feel so overwhelmed right now.
Before you call the insurance company, call Frankel first. Frankel and Frankel. Call 214 or 817 all threes.
Let's get real. There's been a stigma around low testosterone and erectile dysfunction. At game day, we say any guy who walks in the door, comes in, and we shake his hand, come on in. There's no shame in your game. You know, we're going to treat you just like a brother. We're going to make you feel comfortable, and we're going to get you in and out of there as fast as you want. And if you think about it, half of guys are going to struggle with these issues, whether it's ED, low T, over 1 in 4 guys are going to struggle with low testosterone at some point. It's time to just make this stuff normal, right? And at game day, that's what we do.
Rachel, by the way, is in studio here, and during the break, did the worst thing she could ever do, which was tell us how, you know what, I should have jumped in on that Trident spot you guys did before, because I just had him out to, like, what are you doing? That's
not
great.
Everybody's
That's the best endorsement ever.
Most
That's why
people
y'all
are
are
not,
the professionals.
Most people are not pros.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever talked into a mic.
I know that's not true. So tell us about Trident real quick. Why did they come out to your place?
So Jeremy came. So of course I listened to the Dumb Zone, and I sent him a text message and said, "Hey, I bought a house, and I would like y'all to come and try to fix. I think it's off the tracks. There's an issue." And they came out and actually quoted out a new door, and it was a lot less expensive than I thought it was going to be. I was like, "Oh, okay, that's incredible." I ended up with a really beautiful door, and it's insulated. So the custom garage that I'm putting in will actually be protected. And we got the new motor and everything. It connects to the Wi-Fi. It's incredible. And it was a lot less expensive than I thought it was going to be. And I've actually referred them, because of what I do for a living, to several of our clients that when they are buying a house and they bought a house, they were like, oh, this garage is just trash. And I was like, something that will pay for itself many, many times over is a brand new garage door and a new motor. It hooks up to the Wi-Fi. So if you leave the house, you can close it. And I'm so glad that we did it. It's incredible. So that's my little piece there. So thank you, Trident. Y'all did an incredible job.
This is the best time to get your pool cleaned. It's spring. Everybody's getting ready to jump in the pool. I'm sure you guys did some of that this weekend.
I've only had one cleaning done, so this is all I can speak to. But I will tell you that no BS. My wife came home and said, this is the cleanest our pool has ever been. And we had a guy, and it was about the same price. I thought he was doing an okay job, but I don't know him at all. I mean, whatever, it's just a guy. I'm sure he's a fine guy, but whatever you guys did, it definitely was noticeable, like very noticeable.
Well, I heard there was problems with your filter you didn't even know about.
We might have had a little bit of a previous roofing company or whatever, because they had left some stuff that was a real problem.
No,
they were just kind of ignoring.
No, I saw your guy noticed it. I was at Jake's house too. Out of the spigot or whatever,
like shooting stuff back out into my pool.
Yeah, it was shooting like the leaves back into the pool.
Yep.
So I was like, wait, we just vacuumed this out and now it shoots it right back in. So it was like, obviously there was a hole in the system, but
he took care of it.
Your old guy did not notice that. And these guys noticed it right away. Same thing.
Shout out Thomas.
My wife usually does the cleaning and stuff. And she, our other pool company, our old one, because we now signed up with Puddle Pools. puddlepools.com/dumbzone. Dumbzone. Okay, my bad.
That's all good.
Okay. I think I erroneously said that earlier then. That's way better. puddlepools.com/dumbzone.
You like sports, but also humor and local news? Well, then try The Dumb Zone. DZTV. Weeknights at 9. Right here on Fox 4 Plus. So what do you think, dude? I made a promo for our show. What do I think? I'll tell you what I think.
Matt is a world-class sports troller on Twitter. I don't think he likes to troll in the other areas. I think that legitimizes his sports trolling, right? You will.
Yeah, got to keep it. Got to keep the frequency low. Also, people will get tired of it. It gets tiresome if that's all you do.
Wait, did we have any NBA Finals stuff? Did we have a? Oh, probably a Jalen versus Luka, if I know you, right?
I've been maintaining that Wemby is just a kind of Sean Bradley 2.0.
And listen, right now.
0 titles. He tied Sean Bradley's playoff block record. So.
In the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone.
The Dumb Zone.
Tampa Bay continues to lead at 9-8. We go to Jim Knox.
Thank you, Josh, in the upper home run porch right here with about 75 youngsters from China, along with mixed in with a few Americans. You see, a few weeks ago, these Americans went over to China to teach some of these Chinese youngsters English. When returned, they have come back to Ameriquest Field, taking in their very first baseball game. Tank, what do you think so far?
It's very funny and very interesting. It's a new game for us, and we love it very much.
What's so funny about it?
It's new things. We like the new things. The young people like the new things.
Whatever that is, we'll go with it. Thank you, Tank. Welcome to Ameriquest Field, everybody.
You're listening to The Dumb Zone.
We have PLE tomorrow. Our last show. We're going to take a week off. There's going to be content, though. And I'm thinking about putting out some written content as well. Now, I'm just thinking.
Written?
Dipping the quill?
You do everything.
It doesn't mean I'm going to write an article. It just might mean I'm going to send some written stuff out.
Okay.
Like, I just feel like we need to give content next week.
Yeah, I'm going to have something.
In some way. PLE, though, tomorrow is at Cane Rosso on Gaston Avenue. So we invite you out there for that. We hope a good time will be had by all. So it's Cane Rosso. Everybody loves Cane Rosso. And Cane Rosso is, once again, along with Pilf Catering, locked in to be the official food sponsor of the Dumb Zone Cowboy streams or any of those wacky streams. Although we did not have Cane Rosso at the UFC on the White House lawn stream because that was up in
slightly outside of their coverage range, which
Broken
is
Bow.
large.
We could have used their pizza for sure.
It's a fact.
So we want to ask another little thing that we're looking for. I'm just going to mention this one here. I don't want to ask for all these things at once, but I'm glad you wrote this down, Blake. It reminds me to, if you have access to a football field, that you would allow us to drive a car onto that field.
Not donuts.
No, just very calmly, and then we'd drive it right off in lieu of a bit. And on that field with the car, very possibly, will be one of, if not the greatest kicker in NFL history. We need to record some bits.
With Jan Stenerud.
It could be Jan Stenerud. This kicker has a whole foot as well. Both feet are whole. The point is, if you have, like, if you're coach or whatever.
Right, and I know
now,
it
if
sounds...
it was on the side, like side of the city, Metroplex, like Grapevine-ish or Colleyville, like that side, it'd be a lot better, but we would probably travel anywhere we had to.
Yeah, and it sounds crazy,
it's
but
like,
you
can
think
we get
about,
him
like,
to travel? But
they do photo shoots like this all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
he drives to the Star, so he'll travel.
And
but
it's not, most of these fields are not grass, so you can drive a car on there easily.
Yeah, but it's just like we figured somebody would yell at us if we just started doing it without permission.
Oh, man, I can't tell you how many.
But the tentacles of our listeners do go everywhere, so who knows?
Yeah.
So if you have a football field access.
Fair, we'll start there.
We want to do that. Could it be a soccer field too? Because we could have them doing a soccer.
That
bit.
doesn't exist.
Okay.
Where do you think you are, boy?
Well, we're in the Brandon Aubrey grew up playing soccer here.
Brandon Aubrey was playing on football fields after we were done with them.
Oh, okay. Or there's infield dirt
Yeah,
still on the soccer field.
I don't know, soccer field.
Would you like to do news?
Let me make sure there's nothing else, right? So we're not checking in back out there. Okay, yeah.
Would you like it to be brought to us by Meg Prime?
Meg Prime. Meg Prime is a payment platform. You need to go to megprimepay.com. I did this the other day. It takes a little verification process, but it's like anything else if you signed up to do like a Venmo or a Cash App. You just verify your bank. And if you pay big purchases, things like paying your mortgage or your rent, you immediately get credit card style rewards. So it's kind of a mashup of a payment platform and the rewards from credit cards. So if you're already paying for these things, check it out. No behavior change. You're already paying the bills, and you get real cash as rewards. So that's the whole of it. megprimepay.com. Pay for big purchases with it. You get rewards. Simps.
Here's Jake with the Dumb Zone News.
Speaking of Broken Bow, I'm going to say that is in our coverage area for the purposes of this story. A civil lawsuit in court up in Broken Bow this week alleges that a former manager who had the meats at Arby's spat on a customer's food.
Are y'all afraid of that?
While
Absolutely.
knowingly having an oral herpes outbreak.
Ouch.
The customer later tested positive.
Oh, no.
Arby's, we've got the herpes.
Okay, explain how we know.
What do you mean?
Like, so did this customer got herpes and said, wait, I haven't had any interactions that would allow me to get herpes. Let me now retrace all my steps. Well, the only thing I've done in the past couple of days is I ordered a roast beef sandwich at Arby's. Let me go.
There are scant details in the story about
Subpoena their video coverage.
As far as like, there's scant details as far as like how if they knew each other. I would figure if they did, there would be some level of details in here. But she must have seen the spit.
It's a lady?
It's not only a lady.
What?
It's a lady that, and listen, this is why Clayton and I vibe so well.
Broken Bow 9?
I'm a fat guy who looks like this, right? But it says that she ate one of the sandwiches as she pulled out of the parking lot.
Done it.
I do it I haven't eaten fast food at home.
Gosh, she keeps getting hotter.
Unless they delivered it, right?
Tell me more.
So she ate the one, then brought the remaining food home and shared it with her husband and mother-in-law, who she's caring for on hospice. So that's an important note to the story here. Her mom is also. And she
I'd
said
give her
that
the spit sandwich.
She said
right? Your mother-in-law?
You would think.
So this was a drive-through thing? How did she make the employee mad in the drive-through?
Doesn't say. Doesn't say, but she was.
I need more details.
You can look the woman up. She's not as bad as you'd think.
Okay.
Amanda Hendricks. She's 38 years old. It's probably Hendricks in a typo, but yeah. For Broken Bow, bro. You know. This story may have been updated since I saved it before Business Wednesday, but we're going to just press on without any updates. An animal rescue shelter earlier this...
Amanda's the one who spit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have
We
any...
thought she was the victim. Okay.
I don't have a photo of the woman who was woofing down roast beef, pulling out of a Broken Bow parking lot.
Amanda looks like she lives in Broken Bow.
But probably cleans up. Okay, there's an update here. There's an escaped...
It's all fake.
There's an escaped giraffe in Texas. None of it's fake at all.
Is it a full-size giraffe or is
full-size
it like an opulent
giraffe.
one? Like how would you...
Full-size. 3 years old, but they say that it's, yeah.
Feels like it'd be easy to find it.
There's a $5,000 reward. It's loose in the hill country. It escaped from some private exotic game ranch. Its name is Gracie, Blake. It has a name.
Why?
She was recently captured on a game camera west of where, well, not that it matters to us, but near where she escaped from. Are you familiar with the world of game cameras, Dan?
They rule.
No. Does it alert you that, hey, there's deer out there?
Yeah,
now I
and
can
just
go kill them?
All of those
That seems cheating.
properties are well covered with video. I mean, it's possibly cheating, but nothing is as much cheating as what Jay Cutler was doing. He was literally double tapping deer from his living room. Like killing bucks from a mounted rifle that was automated.
Do you think it would be cool if we bred giraffes enough that we could just have a hunting thing here in Texas? Like there's 1,000 acres over here and...
I would say that what you just said, in my ideal, like, economic populist, that's the word I'm using now, like socialist world, we would breed those animals and we would hunt them for money to support society. Like every animal that we could kill and feel good about, we would. And we would breed them and people would pay huge money and we would strip away any sort of fucking Minneapolis dentist bullshit that holds us up. Like, I don't care. It's an animal. If killing the animal can help the human cause, we should multiply the animals and kill as many of them as we can.
I mean, we do now for food.
Yeah, but for some reason.
You're saying for sport.
For sport.
Okay. And would that be a fun sport to kill a giraffe?
Oh, my God. But why stop there?
But you have you have to just use a lasso.
And I imagine I think you should have to do something,
Can you ride a giraffe?
Feels like it'd be really tough. Like the slope.
You'd probably see
would
it
fall
a lot
off
if you
the
could.
back,
People have tried it.
Oh. Yeah. I'm sure people have done it.
They've tried to ride everything.
One time when I was in high school, I've told y'all this story, but in the suburbs in North Texas, at least where we were, there's like this weird thing where you don't live in the country, but someone in the suburbs has like 10 acres just plopped down in the middle of your suburb and has horses.
They were there first.
And across the street from my junior high, which was a normal suburb, nobody had land. My friend's family owned a farm. And they had a pond, and his family was also from Canada. And they would go out of town for like 2 weeks at a time. And we would just they would, like huge parties over there. And they had people like your neighbors, they would pay to leave their horses there.
Mm-hmm.
So they would pay to leave their horses, and some of those horses were miniature horses.
Okay.
And I knew this guy who was like a giant roid freak. Giant. I mean, he looked like a gorilla. And the image of him just pissed drunk at 6 a.m. one morning, we've been up all night, trying to bareback a miniature horse. Like, no saddle, obviously.
You have that on video?
Probably somewhere, honestly. It's one of the funniest things, like somebody trying to ride, because the horse is so small, you're not going to get hurt. So like a big horse, you would never do that. It's like...
Now, might the horse get hurt?
Possibly.
Okay, not a lot of concern about that.
None.
Yeah.
None. Our favorite local deputy, Johnson County Sheriff Adam King, is in trial or in court this week testifying. He is the one who was very horny and was changing schedules and telling women about what he used to do when women wore white pants to work in the 80s. He has a mustache that looks real Dan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You look like...
Do I look like a guy that might...
Well, maybe not the creepy part, but certainly deputy sheriff in a rural county. So...
I keep forgetting about this mustache, too, man. Went to the doctor yesterday.
Oh, no.
Totally forgot. I was like chatting up a nurse as I walked in. It was great. Like I could tell she really got my vibe. And then I went to the bathroom and looked in the mirror. Ah, damn it. Like she is laughing at me.
You don't know that, though. She might be feeling it.
You look like a fire chief.
I can tell you this. You don't look like you do this.
Yeah.
And that's good.
Yeah, I got a pod.
So this is what's happening in his trial. He, of course, was accused of, like, when the woman stopped, I think some of them were actually hooking up with him, but when they stopped coming to his office, he would cut their hours. When they stopped going to lunch, he would fire them, or he would change their schedule, or he would move their department.
What's the point of having the power of making the schedule if I can't bang a couple of my underlings?
Yeah, against...
I thought this is America.
Like he would, mention their financial situations. Like, I don't think you can afford to have your hours cut, can you? And during the cross-exam...
They didn't explicitly say that to us, but that's a contract negotiation tactic.
And they are
you got a family here.
Kind of running these people like, weren't there any other things you did at work that could have possibly been the reason he cut your hours? Let's go through your whole work history here. Looks like you had a little side job. Was that?
Yeah.
Was that totally allowed? Double dipping, huh? So like that.
It was allowed because he was banging her, and she's like, "Yeah, you can go ahead and get."
Yeah, that's funny, but that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Six Flags Over Texas made an announcement the other day that, I don't know, it's kind of like when you're waiting on a plane. Do you feel better or worse if they're like, we're going to go ahead and have to delay this as we take an extra run through some of the mechanical issues. We just want to be extra sure here. Because they have a massive record-breaking roller coaster that they're trying to open, and they have pushed back the opening.
Oh, why?
They need to check it out more.
Oh.
Further testing. They have not yet set a new opening date. Like they had one, and now they've made it.
The dummy keeps falling out.
Yeah, it keeps losing the head. They're like, we keep having the same Texas Giant problem. But
again,
it's yeah.
What if it had, like, it was going to have one death every 5 years? But does that increase the thrill?
I don't know, man. I got asked the question point blank. Dad, will you go on roller coasters with me last night? Fucking of course I will, bud. What do you think? Why would I not?
But you don't want to.
You're just sweating on the inside.
Well, and I think roller coaster I'm re-warming up to, like being nice to people.
But once the kids are both of size and age,
Never
then
again.
They'll just run on together, you know?
Good point. I don't consider that. But the thing that I'll never do, no matter how much my kids pressure me, and it's because I saw another video of it going poorly yesterday. It's the swing thing. I'm not hanging up there, just sitting in the bucket. That's they're freezing left and right.
I love the swing thing.
Oh, bro.
The one I won't do is the one where you get in and it straps like over your shoulders and it just sends you a million feet in the air.
Oh, the drop just drops.
I don't mind that.
I've seen too many people fall out of that.
Fall out which way?
I've seen too many boobs fall out of that.
Really? That one doesn't bother me because it just feels very, hey, it's A to B. There's not a lot going on here.
Yeah, if you slip out of that thing, though, you're dead.
I did used to worry about flying out. Like I would look at, when you're a little kid and I was built like Kermit, and I would look at like, dude, I don't feel like these are made for me. Like I can wiggle around,
Have you ever been hit by vomit?
No, I've heard of that, but no.
You have?
No, it was my brother or somebody I was with. We were at the fair on that thing that spins around and then you stick to the back.
Yeah.
You stick to the wall and the floor drops.
Uh-huh.
Like, I love that one.
Me too.
But I guess somebody vomited in there, and if you vomit in there, everybody gets hit.
That's insane. Just a sprinkler. And then our final story, somewhat of a sympathetic figure here, especially given what's going on in my house right now, but it is an animal story, so some people are going to be upset. A woman in El Paso, 26 years old, was arrested, charged with cruelty to non-livestock animals. So
there's a delineation.
Yes. One of them you get tax reasons for, so they make you take care of it. So
okay.
I swear that's all it is. So somebody had called in a welfare check saying, hey, I think there's a dog at this house that's not doing well. So they show up and they find a 6-year-old pug that was severely underweight. They identified the 26-year-old woman as the owner. So they asked her about it. She tells investigators that the dog has been sick for over 2 weeks and that she, quote, wishes he would just pass away already.
Boy, that sounds like you.
6? You got a long way to go.
Well, he's sick, obviously. And she says she didn't seek out care, but just the quote of, God, I just wish he would pass away already.
She's just looking at the dog going, just so tired of it.
Yeah, man. I had buddies with pugs. They were a pug family. Their parents had them, and then they got them. And they happened to be a house where, famously, I would not drive drunk, but sleep at your house when you didn't want me to. And I would sleep at their house like half the time that I would pass out. And round about 4 a.m., dude, if you're in a pug, and I was always sleeping where the dogs were. It's not like I'm sleeping in a bedroom. Have you ever been in a house with pugs, Dan?
No.
Dude.
Horrible.
My brother
I don't know
has a
how
pug.
they do it. But by 4 a.m., that's just how they live.
They have sleep apnea all day long.
They have to drain their faces. They have to pick up like parts of their folds and let them breathe.
I've always thought it's a beating of a dog. My brother has one.
It's so much work.
And my brother has like a
It's like
Jeep.
their face has to piss.
Like my brother has everything he has is like that. It's loud, like a Jeep. You drive in a Jeep, it's loud.
Kind of a pain.
Yeah.
But I guess.
Kimberly.
We had one in college.
I knew why I hadn't heard you in a minute. Kimberly's not from Broken Bow, folks. You had a pug in college?
She's the pug queen on Facebook.
Our junior year, one of our roommates just showed up with a pug and said, "Hey, here's our dog." And I was a cheap mattress on the floor guy.
Of course.
So there were many a morning where I would wake up with a pug in my face, just drooling, snorting, and I would just be like, "All right, Ringo,
It's
get
so
the
gross.
hell out of my room."
It's so gross. Don't know why people do it.
You're on LinkedIn.
But you still probably need
it
to
plays
get 'em.
on the quad when you take that dog out there.
That's probably true. That's probably true. All right. I've been up, so whenever you want to undo it, still probably
it plays on the quad.
Right.
When you take that dog out.
It's going super well.
This is viewer mail birthdays. Let's say it's brought to us by Lola Blankets today.
Man, that's going with us on the trip. If you're taking summer trips, you want a Lola blanket with you. And if you don't have one, you need to get one.
So soft.
It's, I guess we could say this about everything, but it's the softest blanket I've ever had. Much like with mayonnaise and sauces, blankets appear to have come a long way.
When I was a kid,
This ain't your grandma's blanket.
the
for
families who I thought were the most wealthy just had the most comfortable blankets.
That's so true, dude. That's so true.
So if you want to live above your means, get a Lola blanket.
40% off. How about that? LolaBlankets.com. Use promo code DUMBZONE. Then they'll ask where you heard about them, and please tell them the Dumb Zone.
Dude, it's double hemmed.
You're over there messing around with single hems. Level up.
No shedding.
What he just said is so true, though. I remember,
You remember the kids with
I
the
remember
comfy-
what other people's houses smelled like and not wanting to go, and what their blankets were like.
Mm-hmm.
Get a
So
Lola.
the code is DUMBZONE, right? LolaBlankets.com. The code is DUMBZONE. 40% off. It says here, after you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and let them know that we sent you.
I pretty much already said that.
And not the Giggly podcast or whatever that was.
Happy birthday.
Actually, go to their
There
go
they
to their podcast and start using all their sponsors and telling their sponsors the Dumb Zone sent you.
Viewer mail birthdays.
I had a weighted blanket before they were cool.
Yeah.
And so everyone wanted to come over to my house.
Wow.
What is this? It feels like it's hugging you.
There's a weighted blanket sketch in the new Tom Segura show.
Plain, buddy. I'll be knocking that out on Saturday morning.
Viewer mail birthdays for this Thursday, June 25th. Dear Muff Mogger, this is Judd W., your faithful San Antonio correspondent. My 35th birthday is Wednesday, so please read this on Thursday, the 25th. I'm not asking.
Nice.
Leaders include Blake's charismatic Christmas takes. He said, quote, "You MFers celebrate for 2 goddamn months."
Hey guys, Merry Christmas.
Australia's Yao Ming fandom, and Boozy Julie.
Big day tomorrow.
Julie and Soroy.
Julie, Soroy, pizza.
He says he runs a medical office. Do you want to hear why medical forms are required a million times?
Kind of I do, yes.
Yeah, in a succinct manner.
It'll help me not get so mad next time.
He says it's in case something like a symptom or insurance has changed. If a patient comes back and says, "I never said that," which happens all the time, the forms allow us to put the anus on the patient for what they are or are not claiming.
It
Word
seems
of
that
mouth is not
many of
dependable.
them have figured out something called, "Has anything changed? Check here if no."
The reason you have to repeat yourself or submit the same information at different stages of the same appointment, Jake's experience, is because healthcare workers are idiots.
Okay, well, at least he's...
Okay.
Keep cranking those punts. Let it cock. Lock it, cock it, restock it from Judd. Lock it, cock it, rock it. Boy, a lot of stuff there, Judd. But thanks.
I will say that for all the trash talk about having to go to the doctor and the TV's too loud with HGTV on, as a guy who has broken my wrist, torn my ACL, and had the flu in 2026, I'm very impressed with where we are in medicine. Shit works. I don't know. You know, we complain about it a lot.
You broke an arm, and like 2 weeks later, you're rocking.
They're doing stuff.
You're cranking hog.
No doubt. Happy birthday.
Dear Uncle Hotmail, Subby709 here. My leaders are the Roast Twins. Anyone that appreciates a house built in 1825 by General Custer.
Thank you.
And Jake's inevitable guest appearance with 4-day weekend in Fort Worth. What is that? Is that a band?
No, that's an improv thing, but I don't.
Okay.
I would not expect that.
My Jacob deGrom on the Rangers' birthday. Oh, is July 1st. Did he just sent this to me today?
Well,
is it my fault? Do I need to read all these 100% through? What if we put in the subject?
But hold
line?
on. I think this is the right move. Let's smooth the cap and do the birthdays from next week between today and tomorrow. You don't have a zillion of them
I wouldn't
tomorrow.
mind that.
There we go.
Guys.
Good,
all
better,
right.
great.
This is Adam in Fort Worth. He said... Anyway, always run on first down so Brad Sham won't condescend you. Dear leader Dan, I'd like to wish my fellow softball dad and DF Santiago a happy birthday on this, the 25th day of June. He was not woken up in that special way because he's married.
Nice.
My leaders are SideQuest Jake, the loudest, proudest member of the Fightin' Texas Aggie class of 2045, Carter Kemp. From Ryan.
I would love that.
Inside linebacker.
Dear Supreme Leader of the Vagian regime, it was my boss Jorge's birthday on Business Wednesday. We're both DFs, so that's nice. His leader is talking to his direct reports like Sam Kinison. A gummy thought for his birthday. You know how home teams in baseball choose whether their dugout is first base or third base side?
Uh-huh.
What if they could also choose which way each team ran around the bases? Does this impact how a team drafts? Also, if you rotate an early bird gummy 360 degrees, it kind of looks like a baseball diamond. I was kidding about the Sam Kinison thing. Jorge's a great boss and leader and good guy. Please don't forget to read this part. I'll tell you what. I have no idea what you meant about the Sam Kinison thing. That's from Ryan and Saxy. Two more. Dear Dan, the good at sex man. Today is my buddy Jeff Kayla's birthday. I'm not sure if he was woken up in that special way, but I was rooting for him. His leaders are Jake's Lake House Orgy Crew and the hog that resides in Justin Thoreau's sweatpants from Eric. DF Eric. And fellas, today is the Ichiro Suzuki minus Randy Johnson plus Dick Butkus birthday of my brother, Jennings Ryan Hill. His leader is Puddle Pools.
Nice.
More Israel Luna and Greg Ostertag. Maybe a round table.
Hey.
More old guy who sang the Brandon Aubrey song.
Same.
More Blake. Dat bit ga. From Stu. This is formerly Rivian Stu. Now
C4 Stu.
C4, yeah.
Alpha Bomb Stu.
Just fired out of his mind. We now have...
Community Mechanical presents On This Day in History.
Who did you say was that kid with height?
That kid the Knicks drafted. Listen to this. Listen to this. It's popular on the internet this morning, but maybe I'll find it for you.
Community Mechanical. I don't know if you saw when I was driving to Fort Worth yesterday. I actually saw a Community Mechanical truck with the Dumb Zone logo on the back in the wild.
Dude.
And I immediately had to take a picture and tweet it. Because that's what you do when you're driving. The safe and responsible thing to do when driving is to take pictures of the Community Mechanical truck, the van, that will come out to your house if you go to communitydfw.com, or you can call or text them. You'll get right to Travis at 469-667-7290. They can do the mini split. They did that at Jake's house. They could do the whole air conditioning system. They could just do, the preventative maintenance. That's the big deal. Get signed up for preventative maintenance, and then you will make sure everything is running right. They'll come out a couple times a year just to reset, make sure we're set for the summer, make sure now we're set for the winter. They're fantastic. They can do commercial as well. That means business. That doesn't mean they're going to go on TV and start reading 60 seconds of copy. So yeah, communitydfw.com.
Great people. I swear every time I talk to Travis, he's like, yeah, I'm heading back out and somewhere very far away, and it's like the evening. He'll take care of you, no doubt. He also sent me a picture yesterday. Greg from Qualis and Paul from Community were on the same street at two different people's houses.
Wow.
And I kind of wondered if they Anchorman fight at first. There's respect, or if they just immediately do the meme, do the Predator fist meme.
That's it. They love each other, right?
That's what the picture looked like. It's cool. Cool to see. Let me play this guy for you real quick. Tyler Nickel, Blake. He was taken by the Knicks. He grew up in Virginia. So how he ended up talking like this, I'm not sure. But
that's tough.
He was asked, what was the toughest thing you were asked at the Combine or by teams?
That's tough. I think somebody asked me who I would have, 3 people I would want to have dinner with, dead or alive, and that was tough. I had to think about that one for a little while. I didn't expect that one.
What was your answer?
I think I ended up saying, who did I say? I said Jesus, Martin Luther King Jr., and LeBron. I'm pretty.
It's the blackest answer of all time.
Did you say he's white?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a white dude from Virginia who just sounds like the apartment that big kid, grown up. You got red hair.
I think you're using Jesus, though, as you're not using every depiction of him is not black.
No, I just think it's common. Black people
isn't
love
thought
Jesus.
Of he probably was black if he was any
by the way that we use
all.
The word black, but he was certainly Middle Eastern,
more tan-ish.
No, he's white.
Blonde.
Look like me.
Butters.
got his protein.
Blake and Butters. Do you think for closing remarks we'd be able to call Jim Knox?
Make sure you call my dad.
Oh, is that what we're doing for closing remarks?
You could call Jim too if you want, but
does your dad know who Jim Knox is?
He would pretend that he did.
Okay.
I had a weightlifting tank top, like a Gold's Gym tank top with the Dumb Zone logo on it, made for Jim Knox that TC picked up this morning. And I kind of wanted to be the one to talk to Jim first, but we didn't really handle the order of operations. So I guess TC kind of handed it to him, and he's like, "Yeah, no, I don't think so." But
I don't want to say that I might have been talking about this a little yesterday.
For sure.
I mean, do we want to ask Jim, or you're like, "No, man, let's just get it made."
Oh, I think if you ask, he says no. I was hoping if we
pressured him on the air.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that. So it's Thursday, June 25th. On this day in 1947, somebody capitalized on the death of Anne Frank. They found her diary. This is the way I'm going to frame this. They found they called it the Diary of a Young Girl, and they published it. We just care about Anne Frank. And then they made lots of money selling Anne Frank's diary. Because Anne Frank didn't do it, right? She died and stuff.
I mean, I hope that somewhere in there's a lot of proceeds to survive or something, right? Don't tell me the guy who just found the diary lives in Maui.
2% of the proceeds. On this day in 1976, this was always something I'd look at in the Guinness Book of World Records as a kid. It's when Rangers shortstop Toby Harrah played a doubleheader without making any plays, assists, or putouts. Anything. He never touched the ball once. For a shortstop.
That's pretty incredible.
Didn't David Ortiz have one of those? Playing first base, he didn't record it. Wasn't a part of an out.
That would also be quite an anomaly.
Okay, I have a baseball rules question that I didn't even look up because I want to prove to you guys how little I know. So something happened the other day. Wyatt hit one to the gap, easily had second. They scored a run. He got thrown out at third. Okay? You get the RBI, obviously, but are you given a double?
thrown out at second?
Third. Double was easy.
Yeah, then you get a double.
Yeah.
So in your stat line,
He was trying for a triple, right?
Even though you were out, like if that was one of you got a single and you got thrown out at third, you struck out twice. You went 2 for 4 that day.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, I never knew that.
You get to first now
because and it all goes back to the scorebook. Now that I think about it, right, is like how you're actually doing it. But
yeah, you made it to second.
I'm a dummy. I know. Sorry, sports podcast, but.
You brought up baseball, so I'm sorry. It was July 5th, 2015. David Ortiz started at first, did not record a putout. The other thing is, did you see the Pete Crow Armstrong play the other day where he was stealing second?
Yep.
Ball 4, they throw down anyway, and because he slid into second base, touched it, and then slid off the bag and was tagged, he was out.
Right.
Even after a walk.
Because essentially, he then took second because it's a walk.
Yeah.
But if you take second on a walk and keep going,
you could be
and
tagged.
you get tagged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he just like walked too hard.
It popped up, and you know how you pop up and come off. So they held the glove on him, and like that's how replay is now. For a tiny split second, he had his foot off the bag.
Now he's free.
And now he's out.
That's funny.
Couldn't have happened to a better guy.
Yeah, why do people hate him? I've noted.
There's a big wonder if he's any good. I mean, he's defensively the best center fielder in the game. But he kind of hits sometimes, kind of doesn't. And then he told that one chick, I think, in Chicago to suck his D. And then they made shirts. So I don't know. I think he's polarizing.
Okay.
On this day in 1977, a guy named Roy Sullivan was on a fishing trip, and he was struck by lightning. It was the 7th time he had been struck by lightning in his life. Remember, we did a little more on this last year. I think, talked about it a little more.
Yeah, I remember talking about it at some point, yeah.
The human lightning rod, Roy Sullivan, struck by lightning 7 times.
Did he learn anything cool?
He learned to stop flying kites during storms. On this day in 2007, they found a wrestling star and his family at their house. Not alive. Chris Benoit apparently strangled his family and then killed himself in the same manner, which is very... how did he do that?
He was really strong.
Yeah.
I thought he was framed.
On this day in the year 2020, Disney said they would recast the Splash Mountain theme park ride to remove its ties to Song of the South. That is a 1946 movie that many has viewed as racist. And I believe the next year they ended up canceling the Triumph of the Will ride at Disney. Just because they were woke.
I mean, that's one where, perhaps with the song, if you know that the song was actually made to make fun of, but literally no one has ridden Space Mountain and been like, this feels...
Well, this one is called Splash Mountain, so I don't know if that's different.
No, it is, but still, I've done both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's riding that water ride and thinking like, God, I feel like black people would be further along if this weren't here. So now there are things like that, but this is not one of them.
No, it's Kate Smith. Yeah. On this day in 2020, same day, the Dixie Chicks changed their name to the Chicks. Following pressure from those who object to Dixie as a nostalgic nickname for the South, especially the Confederacy. Famous weddings on this date, I have 2. On this day in 1967, Nolan Ryan marries Ruth Holdorf. She was only 18.
How old was he? He couldn't have been that old, though.
Well, he was 20.
Yeah. I was going to say, don't do this. It's crazy.
Okay, I won't do that anymore when I tell you that on this day in 1999, Rupert Murdoch, he was 68, married Wendy Dang. She was...
30.
38-year difference.
Wow.
Is that acceptable?
And
is it just love? Like, would she have married him if he was poor? I think she would have. That's the character that Wendy Dang. That's the Wendy Dang I know.
I feel like if you're 30, you're making your own decisions by that point.
You would hope. Today is June 25th, this day in Dumb Zone history.
Going back to 2020, we had Joe Kemp on the show because we were going to review the movie Full Metal Jacket.
We're gonna?
We did.
Oh, okay,
with
good.
him.
Yeah.
And so then that got him telling boot camp stories. He said the movie is more like boot camp than it's not.
Love hearing that.
He said one sergeant leader made one of the Marines eat all of the Oreos he was hiding.
In front of everyone?
Uh-huh. And then he said he had buddies gathered a spider and a scorpion, loaded them with pre-workout, and made them fight.
Yeah, that was give him a bunch of C4. Give him a bunch of stew C4. They would find all sorts of weird, bugs over there, and they would put them in little boxes and have them fight.
And
get them geeked up.
To top it off, they all placed bets. Joe bet on the scorpion, and the scorpion won. And then on this day in 2025, Jake recorded his 500th Kemp spin.
Wow.
It was J.J. Redick.
His divorce contract. His abortion contract.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was.
What is that? So she said she's pregnant, and he walked in with a couple papers, said, "Here, sign this."
I think it might have been like while he was with some girl, he...
Like a prenup, in case you get pregnant, you will.
Yes. And
you were
then
contracted.
A few years later, when they were no longer on good terms, she leaked it.
So is it like, I don't want to wear a rubber?
Pretty much.
So sign this.
If this happens, it ain't on me. Like, imagine having so much sex that you need paperwork to cover all your bases.
I could feel J.J. Redick there.
Man.
All right. Other birthdays today. We have Aaron Seeley is 56. He was a Ranger.
How far the rotation has come.
Did he have...
Because as a young Rangers fan, looking forward to Aaron Seeley pitching.
No doubt. Did he have a brother? Or am I thinking of the Ashbys only? Wasn't there Aaron and Andy Ashby?
Yes.
In that era?
I'm thinking there's Ashbys. I don't think Aaron Seeley has a brother.
Right.
Oh, the Brewers have
Doesn't
an
have
Ashby?
a sister. It's probably a son.
Oronde Gadsden II is 23.
Aaron Ashby.
The Chargers tight end. Matt Schaub is 45.
He would just have a 400-yard passing game every once in a while.
He was traded for a second-round pick.
Desmond Bain is 28.
Wasn't he?
Should have been a Mav.
Should have been a Maverick.
War Games winner Carlos Delgado is 54.
Yeah, he's stacked.
44.4.
When they started making good baseball video games, he was always insane.
Big cat.
Aramis Ramirez is 48. Del
I've
Curry.
never heard that said that way. Is that right?
Aramis, what do you see? Aramis?
I think so. No?
Probably right.
But
Del
I don't know
Curry
anything.
is 62. That is the Charlotte Hornets all-time leading scorer.
He is.
We didn't even talk about that today.
What? The LaMelo? Yeah, we'll have time tomorrow. We had Jim Knox today. We had Mavs stuff.
What happened with LaMelo?
LaMelo was traded to the Timberwolves.
Oh, so this is tomorrow. All right.
And the Minnesota is no longer the safest city to ride your bike in memes. You know about Melo and his driving?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a big thing in Charlotte. Like, he's a terror. There's Reddit and Facebook and Twitter threads full of people was just cut off by a purple Phantom going the wrong way on whatever freeway in Charlotte. People will line up outside of the game. He's almost run over a number of people trying to get his autograph. It's a thing. They've had to talk to him about it. He doesn't give a shit. Del Curry, though, in my mind now, the only thing I think about is the "you don't want to be out here" thread. Do you know that thread, Dan?
No.
It was when Del Curry and what's the wife's name? Steph's mom. They were like on the outs. Sonia. So they announced they were divorcing back in like 2021. They'd been together forever, whatever. And there was this guy on Twitter, black guy, who went on this thread about like, you think you want to be out here, meaning single. And he's probably a guy who was in his like late 30s, 40s. He's like, let me explain to you. You don't. He's like, it's different out here now. And there's like a 50 tweet thread of like, you ever had charcoal ice cream? Like you ever, like, this is what girls do now. You ever been to a wave listening session? Like, you don't want to be out here. Go call the woman you love and get her back, because it ain't what you think out here.
That's hilarious.
And every single time, like, some famous guy cheats on his wife or, like, wants to be, like, out, somebody will retweet it. Like, just remember, man.
You don't want to be
You
out
don't
here.
want to be out here.
Tillman Fertitta is 68.
And becoming more powerful by the day, it seems.
The owner of the Rocket. Governor.
More than them, right? UFC or something.
Civil rights activist James Meredith is still alive, 93. Who knew?
Not me.
Ricky Gervais, 65, from The Office, the British Office. Angela Kinsey, 55,
Hey,
from
she
the
was
American
in The
Office.
She played Angela. She'll remind you every time she's on a commercial
What?
or does a podcast about,
People
hey,
wanna-
remember
they
this
wanna
show?
feed their family.
Here's what the director said at minute 17 of this.
Trying to live.
If they did a King of Queens commercial.
Oh, Jesus.
You would
You know,
be
Kevin
here
James just
playing-
continues to work and put out great stuff, but if you just want to rest on your office laurels, have at it.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. If they would offer Angela a chance at Zookeeper or Chuck and Larry are married, then certainly.
Do we like when they do the retro commercial? Like
I love it.
The Austin Powers people.
And I know that it's like, it should be something I hate because it's just playing on your heartstrings of
member berries
and nostalgia. But it's cool, like letting them work. Okay, if I get listen, if I get to, hey,
what if it's Mike
if
Myers who has $100 million in the bank? Should he be doing it?
Don't love it as much.
Yeah.
But if I give a choice between Rob Schneider going making insurance and another rapping duck, like I want to see Hans and Franz.
But here's Stanley eating a bowl of Cheerios. Remember when he was on The Office? Buy Cheerios.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
There's going to be a day.
Look at him. He's doing a puzzle just like he did in The Office. How cool is this?
They literally ran back King of Queens for Kevin Can Wait. They brought Leah Remini in and then just moved her in. They did the same show over again.
It wasn't Carrie.
Linda Cardellini is 51. From Freaks and Geeks, Mad Men, and DTF St. Louis. Mark Titus is 39.
Club Trillion.
From Titus and Tate.
Tight ass and taint.
Couple music birthdays for you, Jake.
I did enjoy that bit.
Titus and Tate.
God, those commercials.
We actually think that saying to listen to a podcast is competing. That's weird because we're running ads for them. That feels
just the most lukewarm basketball take. Only on Apple Podcast.
If you're not making your threes,
you're then relying on twos. Mike Kruger is 54.
Boy, is it? They don't need a Jalen Brunson. They need a Jalen Brunson type. Pum, pum, pum.
That is from Nickelback, Jake.
Oh, Jake.
Oh, wow.
And I have one more. John McCrae is 62 from Cake.
Damn, Cake.
Let's listen to this promo, this fake promo real quick. Or maybe this is real.
Titus and Tate, a podcast from two obsessed basketball lovers.
Praising LeBron as the GOAT is an attack on Michael Jordan.
Yeah, this sucks. I don't want
That's
Titus. We need a voice like that. Dumb Zone birthday of the day, Kevin Kelly, 57. The football coach who never punts.
Good listener.
That's right. He's been to the den. Born in this day, now dead, George Orwell. Anthony Bourdain. Ted Stepien of the Cavs.
And the Rule.
And Dikembe Mutombo.
No.
Dead on this day, still dead.
What about those? What about getting the Dikembe in the grocery store aisle?
No.
Come on.
No,
today. If everything recycled is out, then I'm closing my laptop. We're done. I got
Blake, dead on this day, still dead. General George Custer.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
He built a house.
The most famous line of any movie ever.
Died at the age of
38.
36.
Wow.
Shut the what? Every photo I've seen of George Custer, he looks like he's 80.
These are who we're calling generals.
Yeah.
This is kind of like the Alamo, right? It's like, oh yeah, Davy Crockett, he was 12, like whoever it was. It's like they were just putting people in charge. They knew they were clowns, and then all of a sudden they end up American legends.
That or he was like LeBron.
Well, he died at the age of 36. I don't think that makes you LeBron. Also died on this day in 1939, Dick Seaman, the auto racer. Michael Jackson and Farrah Fawcett both died on this day.
Breaking news.
I was at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Were they on? Was that a hardline remote or you were at...
No, I was just enjoying some wings.
Oh, okay.
When the news came across.
And two more deaths on this day. We have in 1961, Ma Ferguson. What a great story.
So, first female
women's
governor.
rights. Yeah, first woman governor. She was the governor of Texas.
Yeah. Yep.
So what was it? Her husband was extremely corrupt, and
he had been charged with a bunch of stuff. Paul, he had a real name, but and he was no longer allowed to run, and she ran as a surrogate.
And everybody knew. I'm actually voting for him if I vote for her.
Yeah, completely.
But she gets in the history books as the first female governor. What a trailblazer. And died on this day in 1906. This is an awesome story. His name is Stanford White. He was an architect. He designed the Madison Square Garden. Which, we're planning a wedding for Madison Square Garden? Have you guys heard? A permit has been pulled for Madison Square Garden for a date later in the summer.
Are you serious? Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce?
That's the rumor.
Oh, I don't like that.
Well, anyway, let's get back to this guy named Stanford White. He was the architect who designed Madison Square Garden. He was having relations with someone named Evelyn Nesbit. Well, she was married. And so the husband of Evelyn Nesbit shot and killed Stanford White on top of Madison Square Garden. They were standing atop Madison Square Garden. Somehow it's like a duel type thing or something.
Meet me at the top of the garden. When was MSG built?
I don't know, but this says he died on this day in 1906.
Wow.
Could MSG be older than 1906? That doesn't even make sense, does it?
It doesn't, but maybe they're being loose with what the garden means.
It was just a garden back then.
Yeah, and literally an actual...
Well, anyway, don't look into it. I don't want to be
and that's what happened on this day in history.
No, there was a Madison Square Garden that opened in 1879, and it seated 10,000 spectators.
There you go.
A real place on that. That's crazy.
Watch this rose bush grow.
And they just keep they keep changing out a plank in the boat, and now it looks like it looks now, and you're like, is that
still the same garden? No way, dude. They're not watch this flower grow. They didn't have PETA. They were doing wild shit. It's 1879.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's on the table.
They're killing monkeys.
A horse and a goat.
Speaking of Taylor Swift and arenas, the Cavs sold the chair she sat in when they were at the playoff game.
So Cavs.
$7,000.
Dude, we could have had that in here.
That feels really low. I mean, for that, right? It's Taylor Swift, and her ass was on it. I feel like there's definitely
it's just a folding
somebody...
chair, though, right?
Yeah.
And are you sure it was hers? Can we authenticate?
Wasn't she a Cavs fan at that game?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she was there.
Because Kelsey's a Cavs fan.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you can be a Knicks fan in the finals?
Yeah. Have you ever seen celebrities before?
I'm just trying to call out the bullshit.
That's what you do.
Not somebody
That's what
who's
you get with Blake.
not somebody,
Tells it like it is.
even when he doesn't want to.
No, he didn't want to say that. He reluctantly said, look, this is what I've signed up for as a journalist. Calling Chappy today will be brought to us by Frankel and Frankel Personal Injury Attorneys. If indeed you get in an accident because you're taking a picture of... No, if you're the one taking a picture of the community mechanical vehicle and then you get in an accident, that might be you're at fault. But if you get in an accident, you're not at fault, and you got to fight those insurance companies to get what you deserve. Man, the Frankels are the best at that. They really do work for the little guy. They used to work for the man, and it was a conflicting thing within them. Like, hey, we're actually trying to fight for a settlement. Like, we're trying to get this paraplegic less money. And they felt terrible about that, seriously. So they started their own firm, Frankel and Frankel. So they fight for the, theoretical paraplegic, but, guys who have been in some kind of a personal injury situation. So call them at 214 or 817, then dial all threes. Mention the Dumb Zone and not the Giggly Podcast. That would be silly. We're possibly dialing Chappy right now. He is Jake's dad. Oh, it's dialing already?
Hello.
Greg Kemp, please.
Just a second. Let me see if he's here. Hang on just a second.
You knew he was
Hey, Stud. Hey, you got a minute? Oh, yeah. Here he is right here.
Hey, Pops. Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday. I thought I was trying to do a little stand-up comment.
Thank you.
I guess it worked.
What?
No, that was great. It killed.
I liked it.
I was wondering, did you have something new on your answering machine today? Your voicemail?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I don't really change it for my birthday, though. I just change it every Monday or Tuesday.
every Monday.
Clockwork, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe.
Might have to give it a ring tomorrow.
Okay, we're going to give it a ring tomorrow as a special treat for those who listen to our Friday show.
Yeah, why don't you do that? It's just a little old jingle. Some of them are a little flat.
Yeah, you just got to keep shooting. It's not if it were a holiday or something, you would have an obvious theme available to you.
Well, it is coming up on America's 250th. Your thoughts on that?
That just really resonates with me, Dan. I mean, because of the fact that it's all about my 50-year reunion from high school. So they made such a big deal about that at the bicentennial, 200 years, 1976. Here we turn around, a whole half a century later, 5 decades, slice it any way you want. I don't care, but 50 years later, 250 years, some could say we're still standing. I mean, maybe not all four corners of the east, west, north, south, but we're still here.
You got the reunion this weekend?
No, it's in. I think it's in October.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but they are trying to shoehorn this into like, oh, look, we're special. We're part of America's birthday too because we graduated.
I bet Chappy put that together on his own.
Oh,
actually, they did kind of try to shame me into the whole deal back in '76. I didn't really get it.
Oh, yeah, you're graduating high school, and they're like, America's 200 years old. And he's like, what?
Right. I mean, but I had like a 1.6 grade point average, so I really didn't get the whole thing anyway. I was too busy looking at a couple of chicks up in front of me. So I really wasn't paying attention. I got to tell both of y'all, though, I combed up $20 today, and I went on a bet from a chump here at the ranch. And so, I picked me up a Magnifico pizza that Jake turned me into. Won this bet pretty convincingly. Yeah, I saw a dude, I guess it's 2 days ago. I was coming out of the aquatic center. I said aquatic. And he said, hey, what are you doing? I said, well, I just got through swimming. He goes, how far do you go? And I said, well, it just depends. But today I did a half a mile. That's 17 laps up and back. That's about 880 yards to your chunky ass. At which point he said, dude, I can do that. I said, yeah, that's what most people say that don't swim, is I can turn that. I said, well, I got 20 that says you can't. So I'll meet him up there today.
You couldn't do it then. You had to, we have to train a little bit.
Well, I don't have to. I freaking
okay,
swim
but
a
you
mile.
gave him, as a gentleman, you gave him a little time to prepare.
Yeah, I did, but I knew just from observation the tubby ass wasn't going to get it done. But, he said, hey, I've seen the dude before in different venues around here running his mouth off. So I said, well, come on over. I said, I'm going to be up there at 09 today. So that's a little military flavor. I said, hey, come on up there and let's see what you got. And, I think he went maybe a quarter of a mile. He made it 8 laps. He looked like a big whale harpoon trying to get back down to the other end. I picked up that double deuce and went over and got me a Magnifico at this place right down the road.
Is this what happens at retirement communities?
Dude, you have no idea.
So I can't wait.
The amount of time just being wasted.
Because I thought you were having trouble with the HOA there at the ranch.
He's going to plead the fifth all the way on that one.
Wait a minute, Jake. I still got that going on, Dan. I mean, I don't have any liens on my property right now, but it's still, we'll go sparring a little bit. Somebody got turned in just yet. Jake, were you here when I told you about the person got turned in? They were growing a watermelon in their front.
No, but I believe it. He made me. He
grow it in the back.
He was really worried about where my car was parked. Really worried. Like, that part's not a driveway.
Like they'll ticket you or something?
Yeah, because he's afraid of them.
But that's the biggest overindulgence of a exaggeration. Look, if you're going to have your vehicle parked here at night.
Anyway, what are you doing for your birthday?
Yeah. I guess we're done with that. I didn't get ready to mow the lawn.
Yeah, I mow the lawn on my birthday. Okay. Did you get woken up in that special way?
No, I'm just going to go mow the lawn and weed eat, and then I mean,
you
when you get my age, these kind of things happen.
Are you
I heard of this.
Shirt off?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Sure.
Homeowners cool with that though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and
do we still
most
have
of
an
the women-
acre? Because Chappy used to have an acre, and he would do a push mower on a day like today.
And he would wait till like 2:30.
Yeah, in the middle of summer. Not like when he was a young man. This is like current day Chappy. He's like, yeah, I'll get out there.
I come from psychopaths.
Yeah. You're doing an acre.
Well, no, I've got a much smaller property, and I kind of Vegased it up a little bit. I tore up the whole front and did a lot of hardscape, if you will. So,
I'm interested to see that. Does
it
look
look
good?
It looks pretty good.
It does.
It's very different from what is normal looking here. It's not at all out in Vegas. I mean, because you don't have any grass. So, artificial turf in the back, stem to stem, fence line to fence line, and in the front, most of the driveway eats up the yard. So,
all right. So this is about a 5-minute job mowing this lawn.
It's not much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Jake.
Does your lawnmower even have a motor, or is it one of those metal things that just spins?
It's a metal thing. I turned it in, and it's got 8 blades on it, and I just pushed it around with my shirt off. Now, most of the women here are north of 70, and they drive off the road looking at a cat like me.
All right, Dad.
All right, well,
You're the
happy
best.
birthday.
We'll talk to you soon.
Well,
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, man. It sounds like somebody's trying to get rid of me. I don't know which one. I appreciate y'all calling, though.
Bye, Dad.
Bye.
Bye.
There he goes.
Thank you, guys. That's 2 birds, 1 stone.
Right. That's your gift, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Adios, mofo.
We gotta go before this becomes a zoo. See you guys for drinks later.
Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and type for my name if you want to watch more of my videos.